as a result of a disqualification, Fandango.
He still won?
It's
It is nuts. Not quite the debut Fandango wanted here tonight in ring on WWE Raw. And again, the WWE fans are singing Fandango's entrance theme. Oh, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Are we in New Jersey? I love it. Where are we? It's the Starro world. You know, like the boss is here rocking it. When you're the WWE champion, when you're the new one, you want it everywhere. Just like John Cena is.
Good morning, welcome to the John and Ant Show. John here.
This is Ant.
With,
Roberto Mysterio.
Robert Mysterio is here.
No. Roberto
Mysterio.
Si,
Roberto Mysterio.
Si, senor.
Si, senor? Are you...
No es bueno.
Are you okay in that mask? I mean, it seems a little tight.
No.
How do you wrestle in that mask?
No. He doesn't wrestle in that mask. He gets injured.
Oh, he gets injured.
Just like Rey Mysterio.
Si. Si, senor. You gained a little weight there, Mr. Mysterio. What happened?
Guys. Maybe shut up.
Anyway, Raw happened last night.
Yes.
In New Jersey. I think the final New Jersey show for a while.
In that clip, Michael Cole says something I have to disagree with. It says not quite the debut Fandango wanted. I disagree. I think it was the greatest debut. Well, this is his debut match on Raw. He beat Kofi Kingston via disqualification and was so over it was hysterical. Which brings me back to many weeks ago when you said Fandango would never be over, that this gimmick is stupid, that no one would ever take it seriously. But the entire crowd was going nuts for Fandango. They made him. They
make him a legend.
The 2013 version of Daniel Bryan. And he is going to be catapulted into the main event and defeat The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30.
Get out.
I'm serious.
Not happening. Anyway, Raw, in my opinion, it sucked. But
on paper it sucked.
Mm-hmm. But the crowd, oh my god.
The crowd was phenomenal.
This is why New Jersey is the king of smarks. The kingdom. The castle of smarks.
I don't want to say the kingdom or castle, but I mean, where was the WrestleMania after last year's WrestleMania? It was still in Florida, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I mean, they still do, smarks come from all places. I don't want to say this is the kingdom, but it was great. Phenomenal crowd. Some people saying best crowd ever.
I would say so. New Jersey does have a crowd, and they go nuts, and they say the right things.
Yeah.
Because we're right.
Yeah.
We're right on a couple of things, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Show starts off with...
It's funny how now they have no problem mentioning it's in New Jersey.
Yes. Oh, now...
All of a sudden, it is in New Jersey.
Yes, as P. Diddy kept saying New York. Excuse me, but I know this is...
Diddy can go screw off.
No. He can go fuck off.
Hey, okay? Robert's back.
Hey,
yeah. I had to... I was a little late. Roberto Mysterio kicked him out. Well, that wasn't very hard because he was asleep.
That wasn't very hard.
Yeah, he was.
But welcome to the show, Rob.
Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to get your thoughts on Mania real quick.
Mania was something.
Something as
it was something.
Well, what would you... Was it good, bad,
It
mediocre?
was the most unpredictable wrestling show I've ever seen.
Yes. Okay.
Nobody saw anything coming.
But match-wise, what'd you think?
Oh man, I wasn't part of the show yesterday. I think that I probably would echo some of the things you guys said had I
well,
been
first,
there or
just
heard it. Well, we do know
just,
what the hell, Barrett.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you, Miz.
There was no pre-show.
There was no pre-show.
And it is confirmed because when I looked at WWE.com this morning, Wade Barrett was the Intercontinental Champion. So, thus the pre-show never happened.
Yeah, pre-show never happened.
If you didn't see the two events, you would have never thought anything of it. But
Yeah.
There were certain things I was upset with, and that it only sort of made it worse by watching Raw. Like having Barrett lose on the pre-show just to win at the event that we weren't a part of.
Yeah.
And it was even the outcome was better. The match was better.
Right.
But quickly.
And the result was better. Yeah. You're right.
So I just want to get your thoughts quickly on match-wise for Mania.
My glasses.
Shield versus the Super Friends.
Oh man, that was good.
That's one.
That was good.
Ryback versus Mark Henry.
Phenomenal.
I bought a shirt, and the guy loses.
And the guy loses. You know what's? And I was pointing out that me and Ant bought the winning shirts.
Yes, we did.
And the two others.
It's kind of
the failure.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to. I would have liked to get on the same shirt as you guys, but you guys left the store before I made a purchase and could convince you to go Shield. Well, I guess it would have been easier to convince you to get a Shield shirt than him to get a Cena shirt.
Yeah.
But
when people are dead in the Cena shirt.
But I'm wearing it.
Yes, you are.
I realized how big the shirt is last night when I put it on.
What'd you get? An extra large?
I got a 2X.
Yeah, extra large.
Because you were saying that their shirts run small.
Yeah.
So I got a 2X, paid the extra $5, and I think I could have done without the extra.
I have an extra large on right now.
Without paying the extra $5.
Yeah.
You got a medium.
Yeah, I got a medium.
Which is it a good fit?
Yeah, it's a good fit. It's a good fit.
Also, what was after the Ryback and Team Hell No versus Ziggler and is that Biggie Butt Cheeks?
Biggie Butt Cheeks. Was that the next match?
Yes.
I saw Team Hell No bringing it home.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were gonna lose.
But what did you think of that match?
It was good. I was really hoping though that this would have been a short match, or it was a pretty short match itself. But that high kick right at the beginning, I would have been happy with that.
AJ kick.
Kiss of death.
I would have been very happy with that, and then we could have had an 8-man tag match like we were supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
or even a Divas title match to really send people home happy.
Should have been the main event.
Not even. Yeah. Next we had Y2J versus Fandango.
I was the only one who picked Fandango.
I still like this match, even though Jerry did point out yesterday that he did botch the one spot.
The Lion Salt.
The Lion Salt.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the Lion Salt, I made reference a couple shows ago about the Lion Salt. And I said, every time I see it, I get worried that the guy's going to break his neck like Jushin Liger. And when I said it I think twice. I felt like that wasn't correct. So I had to look it up. I had to, because I just knew it didn't sound right.
Driving you nuts.
It was. And I was wrong, because I knew it didn't sound right. I knew Jushin Liger never got injured. Or at least not paralyzed.
Okay.
And it was Hayabusa.
Okay.
I just wanted to put that out on the show, even though no one's pointed it out. But I knew it didn't sound right, even if no one else caught it.
Right.
Hayabusa.
Very nice.
I didn't.
Not the neck break. The correction.
The correction. Yeah. I knew it was really bothering me. But back to the match. The roll up was kind of botched too.
Yeah. Yeah, another botch that we forgot to cover on the show yesterday was CM Punk's botch with the...
yes, Undertaker.
Trying to flip over. It was reminiscent of a reversal that Kurt Angle pulled on the Undertaker when he was in Hell's Gate flawlessly, and he won it with that reversal.
It wasn't the Hell's Gate.
He had him in something else.
The triangle hold.
Okay, the triangle hold.
It was at No Way Out. I think 2005 or 6. 5.
It was the year before. Well, it was the year of WrestleMania 22, which many say was supposed to be the main event of WrestleMania, and the match that was supposed to take place where the Undertaker was supposed to have the streak snapped, but they decided on the charity case, Rey Mysterio.
So it was 2006.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was a good match.
But yeah, CM Punk did botch that spot.
Yeah,
couldn't get cleanly over.
Yeah,
but like we said. And I know I acknowledged it there. The almighty CM Punk can do anything without Smarks calling him out.
Yep.
Well, nobody called
he's
out
CM
the
Punk.
botched roll-up with Jericho and Fandango, except I think me. So
No, but this was a really CM Punk's.
He
botch
tried a
was,
couple
It was
times,
pretty
yeah.
bad. He tried twice to get over, and eventually he just gave up and went through the side. No you effed up chance,
of course not.
because again, Smarks worshiped the guy. He can do no wrong at the moment. I don't see it. Well, I do see it, but I'm not going to be. If I'm going to chant it to one guy, I'm going to chant it to CM Punk too. That's
Of
just
course.
how I am. But to each his own. What can you do?
After that, what did you think of the match, by the way, of White to James? Even though for that one spot, I thought it was still good.
Well, I don't want to rag on you, and this wasn't your fault. You were just in charge of getting the tickets. You can't control where the seats end up being. But
We're
I
not
ended up-
mentioning this.
Oh, it's too late. I've already started.
Nope.
There was a
I've
giant
already
pillar in front of
that's
us.
it.
Oh my goodness.
But and then I found out
That's it.
if we complained, we could got moved to a better seat.
I heard that, but I also heard something I read online today. Was it today? Yesterday, last night. There were a whole group of people, not just all together, but groups of people, who paid in the range of $200 for their tickets and were behind a pillar
Oof.
and couldn't get
They
went
couldn't get all the
to
seating, huh?
they wouldn't move them. They gave them a number to WWE headquarters or something.
Yeah.
Like what are they gonna do a day or two later? Give them money back?
Yeah.
Well, that's the
Or
venue.
send
deal.
them tickets
Yeah.
or something for
Yeah,
a
that's the-
future.
It
event.
was stupid doing the pillars again.
Well, they're gonna
They have
keep
to
doing
stop.
it.
They're gonna do it.
They're gonna keep
Like,
doing it
there's
as
no
long
way
as they
around it.
have outdoor stadiums.
Yeah.
Doing it if they don't have the roof, they don't need the pillars. But no, if they don't have the roof, they need the pillars.
Yeah.
But
Which means that's
what
what
Rob
New
said,
Orleans is going to be inside a dome next year.
it won't have.
I won't have the pillars.
What Rob was saying before was have the pillars be transparent.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to make them look like some stupid thing, like year before this year was palm trees.
Palm trees.
Yeah, because that's not going to block.
Like the worst part was
And we were joking around that for us it was going to be like 4 Empire State Buildings holding up the canopy, and we weren't far off. They were 4 buildings.
They were. Also,
Well,
you had
just made to look like buildings, whatever.
and they kept using the 2 turnbuckles we couldn't see.
yeah.
Yeah.
Out of all the turnbuckles,
The whole night.
out of all the turnbuckles they used, the ones we couldn't see. But
So we had to keep watching the screen, but there were a
Wow.
couple spots I might have missed from trying to look back at the ring and then look back at the screen.
Yeah.
That second where you miss something.
next we had Swagger and Del Rio.
Didn't I miss the entire match? I was waiting online.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well,
That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
Thanks to P. Diddy giving me a P. Diddy break.
Yeah.
That was a
pee
bad
break.
pun,
It was
yeah.
a pee break.
P. break.
Diddy
Uh,
gave me a pee break.
Yeah, I got, because there was no Divas, I got to,
I actually would have preferred a Divas match.
Yeah, I would have
to
preferred Divas
Diddy.
match
I would
as
have
well.
loved the Diva title, but went to the bathroom, went to wait online to get a drink.
Uh-huh.
Through the course of this, I missed, well, if you want to count Diddy, which I didn't really miss because I don't care, but I missed the whole heavyweight championship match.
Did you really?
I think so.
That's too bad. Well, you didn't miss much.
No.
You basically saw the match again on Raw, just a little
Oh, well,
longer.
no, I did. I saw the end.
Okay.
I did see that. I was
Yeah.
very let down.
Swagger had the Patriot lock in for a couple times.
Yep.
Del Rio had the cross arm breaker. Did you see the very end where Zeb
I-
Coulter got angry and shook his mustache?
Yeah, I saw that.
That was hilarious.
I saw that.
Next was Undertaker and Punk.
I got to see all that. I was so surprised. It was cold.
It was.
I underestimated how cold it would be.
Uh-huh.
Because when we left, it wasn't all that bad. It was breezy.
Yeah.
Didn't think, duh, it's going to get colder at night.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. I don't know how I didn't see that. But during Undertaker's entrance, his pyro, you could feel it.
Mhm.
I was surprised. And you could actually, because I actually caught it online somewhere.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna advertise anywhere, but during that entrance, just like how everyone on that side of the stadium gasped at the fire.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't the fire. It was because everybody was cold.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, that was
Feels
so
good.
nice. You could hear it. It comes across.
Yeah.
People going, ah!
And
Wow.
the funny thing is, I spoke to some people that were sitting on the opposite side of the stage, and they still felt it.
Yeah?
They told me they felt the heat.
Nice.
It's awesome. So
That's cool.
pretty
What did you think
insane.
of the match?
the zombies were cool too.
Are they supposed... I think they're just supposed to be spirits.
No, zombies.
Zombies.
They're not spirit. They're not
Zombies.
zombies because we saw them.
You
least
can't
I saw
see
them.
spirits.
They were all red.
Yeah, well, they were
I
coming
wonder
from
why.
hell.
I wonder why. Yeah, but there was no fire coming out. It was all smoke.
No.
Of course.
Spirits.
No, it wasn't.
Just like in his
No,
shirt.
maybe we're both wrong. They were the jobbers. The jobbers who couldn't make it to WrestleMania.
Oh.
That would be kind of funny.
Yeah, that's what you mentioned yesterday. That one of the pictures I saw said that one of the hands was Zack Ryder, another one was Sweet Tea and Brodus Clay.
No, I think they were spirits because they even had a shirt I saw in the Superstore, like an animated Undertaker and then spirits all around him.
Whatever they
So I
were.
think
It'd be
that
kind of
was-
funny if Cesaro.
Well, let's just say they were the undead. That's what they were.
Hey, imagine Cesaro and they're just doing this.
Yeah, one of the zombie hands doing the Cesaro hand
That'd be
gesture.
great. But that would be saying that he's a jobber.
Yeah.
No, definitely
But
not.
it's sad because that's almost where he is.
Yeah.
He
I
didn't even
didn't-
make an appearance on Raw
I
yesterday.
didn't notice that until
What's
we
the
were.
deal with that?
until
Damn
watching
you,
it.
I'm starting to wonder now. I'm blaming
Well,
this
there
all on
wasn't
Punk.
a lot of people on Raw last night. It wasn't like you said. On paper, it wasn't very good. It was really the crowd that made
We'll
Raw
get
what
to
it
Raw
was.
after.
Yeah.
So
No, I'm just saying that he wasn't on there, and aside from that, what else did we really have?
That's the one thing that the crowd failed to acknowledge.
Yes.
And Tony Cesaro, I feel like they really could have sent a message by showing that Cesaro is respected, that he is
Yes.
over.
Do some yodeling.
But they were just way too
Yodeling.
distracted with so many things.
I know.
Yeah.
But great match.
Punk and Undertaker was
Yeah.
a really good match.
Unanimously declared as match of the night.
Yes.
And everyone knew it was going to be too.
Really? Cause
So if
that could've
everyone wants to keep
Cena
bitching about
Rock.
it being predictable, well, what? Why doesn't this bother you? Because the match you said would be the match of the night ended up being the match of the
Yep.
night. So
been,
After
it was interesting, and I have to say that I made I guess a bad call. I don't know what do you want to call it, but I've been saying Taker shouldn't come back. Shouldn't come back. He came back against Punk. I was against it. He can't even walk. Blah blah blah. So on and so forth.
Mhm.
You couldn't tell in that match.
he made
It
you
was
eat
a
it.
good. I don't know if I want to say match of the night.
I think
It wasn't it certainly wasn't the worst. It was up there. But much better than him versus Triple H any
Yeah.
of the time.
And you're saying that now Undertaker can retire in peace if he has to, because he did have a great match.
He did.
His last match doesn't have to be the one against Triple H.
It doesn't.
Does
I mean, I
not
could have accepted that because in story it worked. End of an era, whatever. He's gone.
I just love
But
these.
I also didn't like those two matches.
Yeah.
He looked bad in both. You'd think with a faster paced guy like Punk, it would be even worse.
Yeah.
But
It
it
did.
wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It worked well. And Undertaker moved well.
I didn't notice that it
the
was
one thing-
a 22-minute match.
Yeah. The one thing he did not do was the dive over the ropes to the outside of the ring.
Yeah.
He teased it, but Heyman
But
got
then
in the
Heyman
way.
got in the way, right? Yeah.
You're not doing that. You're
But
a
yeah,
little too big.
yeah, he really
Yeah,
he
Punk's
should.
not gonna catch him.
No, he's not. He's not going to be much of a cushion. He couldn't even break the table.
Yeah. Right?
Poor Taker.
'Cause he has no-
Sandbagged.
Yes.
Wanna make,
No laugh this time.
No laugh.
No laugh this time. We'll wait for the Botchamania version.
Next
It
we got
is coming.
Triple H versus Brock Lesnar.
That was a good match. I was surprised.
Okay.
I was surprised.
It's
because
funny how
I don't
I'm getting.
like either guys.
I'm either getting. It was a really good match. Or it was really bad.
horrible.
I'm not gonna say.
I thought it was slow
Surprises.
and then picked up at the end.
It was a little bit of both. There were some spots that I was like, meh. And then
Yeah.
there are other spots where I'm like, okay, this is picking up.
And also we talked about Triple H and his chair. I think with chairs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, I did point that out.
That was all
Yes,
I think you
I
said it on
did.
the show.
Huh?
I think you said it on yesterday's show that Rob pointed
Yeah, I
out.
gave you the credit for that.
high
They
five.
point out that
Every Triple H match has to have
A chair.
it has to have those chair
chairs.
shots.
Yeah.
I think he threw another one in too.
I
After
did not-
the first one, he got another one. That one, someone, I think, who pointed it out? Was it either you or Jerry? That every time, I think it was Jerry, every time Brock Lesnar gets to steal steps towards into the ring, he loses.
I
He
thought of
he
that.
did it against Cena, lost. I think that was it. Now
he didn't
Triple
do
H.
it in any of the matches he won, and so. So wait, what is Brock Lesnar's record in the WWE? It's 1-2.
Oh, in WrestleMania?
No, in just WWE. His return. Since returning last year.
He beat Triple H.
He beat...
And he's
No,
lost to Cena
he lost
and
Cena.
Triple H.
He lost to Cena.
So in that amazing contract he signed, he's had a total of three matches over 1 year.
And he's got a 2-year contract starting, I guess, now.
Yeah.
This will be his first year, then I guess after WrestleMania it'll be his second year.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting where he goes from here. I am hoping a feud with maybe Undertaker.
Okay.
Maybe for next year.
One of the things that
I've heard that.
I've heard that too.
Or Cena. I'd love to see Cena face the Undertaker.
It's not gonna. No. What are you talking about? There's this dumb girl in the crowd behind us.
Oh, you said
I don't remember everything she said, but she was saying some of the most ridiculous things, and I'm just thinking.
Would you want to repeat
This
those?
is what a smark sounds like.
Yeah.
I've never heard a girl smark.
Would you want to?
It's primarily, and I never want to hear it again.
Do you want to? Do you want
It
to say
sounds
what
worse.
they said?
It does.
It sounds worse.
Because now you're getting it in a really annoying voice.
Yeah.
Do you want to say what they were saying?
One of the things I remembered was I don't know if it was after the Lesnar match or during the Cena match.
Okay.
Where she was talking about the golden boy or the golden child of the WWE versus the Undertaker. And I want to think it was, in
Cena.
regards to Cena.
Yeah.
I was thinking where do you get that from? You sound like a smark who kind of isn't smark enough, because sorry John, Rock and Cena 3 is happening.
No,
next year.
it's not.
It's gonna happen. They even referenced it on Raw
as a joke, but it'd be hilarious.
It's gonna happen.
It'd be hilarious.
Well, one Rock, one Cena. They're tied. They're gonna have a tiebreaker.
Of course, but
it's gonna happen.
Not next year. No one wants to see it again.
Yeah, John, that's what you said about this year. And guess what? I wanted to see it. Because I knew it was going to happen.
Match was better than last year.
It was much better than last year.
Yeah.
A lot of rest holds.
In the beginning.
Yeah,
I mentioned that the first, I believe it was 15 minutes, was basically last year's match. And I was
But
afraid.
they picked it up.
Yeah, they picked it up because, again, there's some spots where people didn't seem to like the trade-offs of the finishers, but then I'm thinking to myself, well, that always happens at the end of WrestleMania, where they start doing their finishers and they keep kicking out and stuff like that. And then when they...
It's the Ring of Honor principle.
Yeah, where all of a sudden...
Whatever I said it was.
Now,
and we even got a Ring of Honor bit in the Undertaker-Punk match, where Undertaker took the GTS, bounced off the ring ropes, and immediately put Punk in the tombstone. But yeah, there was that Ring of Honor thing. We got Rock did a attitude. Did he do it? No, he did the 5-knuckle shuffle.
5-knuckle shuffle.
Did he?
Yeah.
No,
But
he was
got
gonna
caught.
try to do it,
He
but
got
Cena caught him
yes.
into the Yep. Then we had Cena do the rock bottom. I don't understand why this is a big deal to people, because Stone Cold did it.
Yeah.
But again, he's the almighty Stone Cold, just like CM Punk nowadays, so he can do whatever he wants and get away with it.
But if Cena does it, no.
Oh my God, no, that shouldn't be allowed.
That shouldn't be allowed.
What was crazy was that Cena went for the people's elbow.
Yeah.
Again.
This got a huge pop.
It did, because I think everyone's like,
and
this is what made him lose last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, Cena, you're not gonna beat yourself again. Stop it.
That'd be kind of funny if it did.
Mm.
It would have been fun. Excuse me. So definitely better than last year's.
Absolutely.
You know, a lot of people are hating it. Me, I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
It was good. So
the belt's back where it belongs.
Shut up.
That's right.
In the WWE universe, not in
here.
Hollywood.
The champ is here.
So, like I said,
our time is now.
Speaking of which, new Cena T-shirt.
I know. How were you mad about that?
I said it too. I'm like, I buy the freaking shirt, and then he changes it the next day.
That's exactly what I thought. Like, I just bought this shirt yesterday.
But you know what?
He's not even wearing it anymore.
It's okay, because that's the shirt he wore when he went to beat The Rock for the WWE Championship. It's the year of John Cena.
Signed.
Oh man!
I bought it that day you won the title.
Yeah, right.
At least the Shield didn't get new shirts yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy about
their
that.
shirt is
garbage.
garbage.
But they never wear their shirt though.
I know they never do.
They never wear their shirt.
Oh.
They should. What they should have done was sell a shirt that looks like SWAT gear. That just has. You
Yeah.
know how people have the tuxedo shirt.
Yeah.
Just have it look like SWAT gear.
I don't know if you mentioned it, but I guess we were sort of tailgating.
Yeah.
A
couple of characters.
A lot of people dressed like Shield members.
Yeah. with
Good.
the Hylian shield for some
Yeah.
reason.
The Hyrulean shield was one guy.
Legend of Zelda.
You actually noticed that he had shield gear on.
Yeah,
I just noticed.
What happened was we actually saw
Hyrulean shield.
a Hylian shield just all of a sudden appear on the parking lot, and I wanted to grab it, hold it over my head, and go da na na na. Just I found it, and then add it to my weapons collection.
Yes, because he has a.
But then I saw a Shield member go over and pick it up, and I'm like, this guy is a Legend of Zelda fan and a Shield fan. I gotta say it. Believe the Shield! And he gave me a woo. I don't know why. He should have just said it back to me.
Probably a little drunk.
People don't understand. Ric Flair was not at WrestleMania yesterday.
No,
He's
a lot
probably
of Wu
South
Chan for
Carolina,
some odd
North
reason.
Carolina 'cause his son
Also,
died.
we had a lot of CM Punk fans, so if you went by a CM Punk fan, they'd shake you, they give you like a slap, like, they shake your hand.
Hilarious though. We said before we got there, there's gonna be a bunch of CM Punk fans, and they're all gonna be drinking or doing whatever.
Uh-huh.
A lot of them were drinking,
Yeah.
and a lot of them were smoking.
Which is ironic. Why?
Because he's straight edge.
He's straight edge. The whole
Straight
deal
edge.
with CM Punk that he's made it known that he's drug free.
Yep.
He's alcohol free,
Which is fine.
and you see plenty of CM Punk T-shirts. On
Yeah.
people who are drinking and smoking. Obviously not real CM Punk fans. So
I was trying to come to their defense. The guy isn't just about that gimmick. He's also a really good wrestler, so anyone can really be a fan of him.
no.
Yes.
But I'm on the side of Anthony.
Yeah, like if you're gonna wear
I'll
that
make the
shirt,
argument for the other side and everything.
because
but
even though he's
No, I understand where you guys coming from.
even though he's a heel now, I'm just being a douche.
I know you're a
Even though he's
No, you're
even
not.
though he's a different he's doing a different thing with his character right now, he still does reference his straight edge every now and then. He still does mention
So
that he
yes,
doesn't
on
drink
the
beer.
on the tape.
Yeah, so it's still part of who he is. It's just awesome to see.
Also, I want to say about the
Ironic.
WrestleMania crowd that it was like really dead.
The crowd.
Yeah.
The crowd. I don't
It
think
could
was
have been. It could have been the section we were in also.
Yeah.
Because I am hearing again reports of
Oh,
other
but we had the
sections.
bushwhackers.
We had the
The
Bushwhackers.
bushwhackers were below us.
We had the bushwhackers below us. We had a couple smarks behind us. I believe
It was really just
you and
the
I
two girls that were behind us.
you and I were basically the only ones in our section cheering for John Cena.
Oh, I thought of this yesterday.
And we
There's-
stood up and we did the Cena hand gesture.
Yes.
I looked back. Nobody was up. They were all sitting down,
there's-
staring at my shirt, which said, "You can't see me." So
There's that whole notion, and it's for the most part true. That only kids and women like Cena.
no,
In our group, for our experience, or at least mine from WrestleMania, it was kids and these two guys.
Yes.
That were for
That's
Cena.
it.
Even
These
the
two
women
guys.
were for The Rock.
yeah.
Everybody else was for The Rock.
The Rock is
I
like
was
one of
really
the
upset.
one of the very few people who could actually divide the women part of that for John Cena, but he did, and it was kids and us. We had the kids back, So
It happens, okay? It happens.
You
It
can't
happens.
see me.
And then you guys were both rooting for Taker. I was rooting for
course.
Punk.
What was crazy was after he won, we had nothing.
That was
We
it.
couldn't chant anymore. Because we can't just keep saying, let's go Cena. He won
Oh,
already.
the one girl was chanting, break,
No, I was chanting break his arm.
what was the other girl chanting?
Tap out.
Tap out.
To Brock Lesnar.
Oh, yeah, okay.
She kept saying tap out. I'm like, no. It only makes sense that he breaks his arm.
Yeah.
He broke Triple H's arm twice. Triple H, you need to break his arm.
Yeah.
He broke your best friend's arm. He broke your father-in-law's hip.
Uh-huh.
You gotta
Break his arm.
break his arm. But he didn't.
Oh, well.
Still good, not a bad finish.
So, like I said, that pretty much drives WrestleMania.
We were robbed
was-
of our main event in Tons of Funk versus Team
Yeah.
Road Scholars.
I thought that was the main event.
It should have been.
What was interesting is I found out that day, or I guess before the event, they pulled all of that stuff because it was on the website for WrestleMania. They pulled it off the website and everything, as if to try to hide the fact that they ever announced
Yes.
Yeah.
And they did.
it. They did, and then
And
they.
proof.
But then on Raw, they said that it was
Yeah.
supposed to happen,
Yeah,
and that they just didn't time restraints or whatever they said.
exactly.
So I don't know why
It's
even
WWE.
do that.
That's it. Also,
They had nice gear though.
They
It
did.
wasn't the worst.
but there was a picture that I showed you yesterday of them all hugging in the back.
This was apparently tweeted before the match. Before the match was canceled, I should say.
But I understand that getting snubbed from Mania that would hurt.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you're all pumped up, you're psyched.
You got new gear.
Especially for a few of the people there. Most of them, actually. This
Damien
would be
Sandow
their
would have
first
been. Damien
WrestleMania.
Sandow would have been a first.
Damien Sandow. Bolton's haven't competed on
Clay,
it.
Tensai.
Brutus
Well,
Clay,
Tensai-
not Tensai.
Well,
the ones
as
who
Tensai.
as Sweet Tea. But I mean,
SVT.
he has been there before. Though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, when Big Show
person
didn't have
himself.
fist, right?
of all those people, the only ones who have competed in matches are Brutus Clay. No, Tensai and Cody Rhodes. Everyone else, it would have been their
Well, the
first time.
bells too, right?
Why, one of those
Yeah.
those mindless diva battle royals?
Yes,
Okay.
it counts. Hey,
Yeah, it does.
I
guess.
thought. Excuse me. The pre-show.
Speaking of divas,
I thought the pre-show could have had more matches instead of showing Scott Stanford, Kofi Kingston, Dusty Rhodes.
no. Here's what bothered me. Okay, I'm sure if you were watching, we weren't at home. We were there. I'm sure if you were watching, they had promos, but being at the event, you had the announcers like Scott Stanford talking about it, building up to what was going to be the promo, talking about the match they were talking about.
Uh-huh.
Being there, he talks, and then it just black screen
That's
Yeah.
it.
for 5 minutes.
Exactly.
We didn't get those promos.
I did like that. I didn't want to see any of those.
No
build-
more.
What was interesting
promos.
is black screen for 5 minutes, and then you hear Dusty Rhodes or whatever say, "As you can see, he's got all reason in the world." We didn't see
I
anything.
didn't see anything.
We were sitting there watching a black screen.
What the hell, man?
Well, they were actually talking. There's actually the black screen on the other side was an advertisement for free Wi-Fi,
Okay.
and it was like,
What?
are we supposed to get on our apps and watch
Apps?
this when we're in the stadium?
Yes.
Just in case you can't see.
And that's when they really could have put in the 8-man tag match. They didn't need to
Oh,
cut
definitely.
the match at all.
That was.
Make
I
it
didn't-
pre-show. Whatever.
I did not
it's
like
fine.
the pre-show, and I heard now they want to do some more pay-per-views, and I'm just thinking, like, now
What,
we have to listen
pre-shows?
to this. Yeah.
Well, they do that. They're called dark matches.
Well, now we get to see them. Like, and now since I'm ordering Extreme Rules.
Oh, you
We
mean
got to
on
see
the
that,
on the?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the same
So
thing I said.
it should be a
I wouldn't mind
$5
seeing it. Why
cheaper
not?
then.
It should be bad.
If
Who
it's-
wants-
if it's
no,
gonna
well,
continue
wants
to-
it? To
If
be
you're gonna buy
honest,
the pay-per-view and get a pre-show too, why are you asking for less money?
Because
Who wants
if
to
it's the
hear
Miz, I want a refund.
Okay, but
at least for those.
if you're paying for the
pay-per-views.
pay-per-view and you order that, you're paying for that, and then you're getting an extra couple matches beforehand, what's the problem with that?
A Miz
Even if
match
they're
is a
garbage.
negative. A Miz match counts as let's see, however long it lasts. That's time you're wasting of your life, and they should at least give you $5 back.
Well, when we're all
Unless he's losing to
when
a
we're all
better.
together, we're talking through it anyway.
Yeah.
The pre-show at least.
Still doesn't matter. I could feel brain cells dying when the Miz is going on in the match.
Hey man, I have to give him credit for last night's match though.
Nope,
It takes
I
two
do.
people to have a wrestling
It
match.
does.
it wasn't that good. It
really-
was a good match. It wasn't a
It was.
classic.
It was a good match.
It was a really good match.
It was a good
So-
match.
so-
let's close the book on WrestleMania.
Well, just because if you compare it to Sunday night's crappy match, then yeah, it
I'm
was
not
a
even-
really
I don't
good
want
match.
to do
I
that.
don't remember
because
that
it's-
match.
But it was
It's
a good match.
5-star match by comparison.
This match was
To me.
yeah, exactly. That's it. If you compare it to that.
I'm not comparing it to
it's-
them. I'm comparing it to
Before we
the
close,
6-man tag match that we had.
I didn't see
later on in the
anything
night.
special.
before
in
we
this match.
close the book to WrestleMania weekend,
What was a change?
any final comments?
Couple diving elbows.
Yeah, all from Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
yeah. The Miz had to sell them.
Okay, of course.
Ooh,
Miz
give him
had to
credit
be
for
there.
that.
He could have not been there. Like, ask
I'll
our truth
bet-
about that.
I'll bet-
Ask our truth about that.
Man, this might,
Exactly.
this
Yeah.
might
So
sting a
so
bit.
Miz is actually doing his job now.
And man, this might sting a bit. I actually agree with Rob.
High five from across the table.
You can go ahead and agree with him.
Swat.
But because this time he's like not failing to catch him. No, the Miz sucks because he took
does
it.
suck,
It
but
took
he
him.
does
Can I
take-
I
finish?
love this. I love
Can I
this.
finish?
Miz even worked the crowd
He
against
did.
him. Knowing they were
no,
fully
they were
against him,
already
he
against
still.
him.
I know.
They
But
were
he could've
already
went-
against him.
He could have went and ignored it. Like another match that happened
Yeah.
on later on in the
What,
night.
by sticking his arms up?
He interacted with the crowd.
No.
You have
well,
to.
He was still getting the heat.
Well,
He
he,
should still
he
be
has
the
no
heel.
choice. What else is he gonna do?
Ignore him.
He might as well have ignored him. They
Well,
were gonna
well,
root for
but
Barrett
he
anyway.
worked the crowd
we'll
up
get to that in
into a frenzy.
He did. But we'll get to
I
that
didn't
in
see
a
that.
bit.
All I
But-
saw was the Miz getting, Barrett getting 100% of the fan support. You guys are giving him credit for actually doing something he's supposed to do.
Not everybody
Because-
works the crowd.
I'm talking.
yeah.
I'm talking about being there, like you said about our truth,
saying-
about him not
I'm saying
catching
overall,
our truth.
Overall,
I'm not getting. I
His match with Barrett,
I don't give
It was
people.
garbage.
I don't give people credit for something they're already supposed to be doing. He's being paid to do that. That's his job. If he wants to do something a little extra, I would give him. I would give something. I would give him something for that.
So what's the?
But just because he's meeting the standard now, because he wasn't doing it before,
Help me understand. What is the little extra you would want from him?
Yeah, exactly.
taking a good match and making it a great match.
What, the WrestleMania match or the Raw match?
The Raw match.
We're talking about the Raw match.
Yeah,
but
I'm talking about it too.
when you look at both matches, he did that with this one.
Oh, absolutely, he did that. He had a good match.
So he put
He
that
did.
little extra that you just gave.
He had put a little extra and he made it a good match. I'm not saying it was great. I didn't see it as great.
Well, we can agree that the right man won this match.
No, it did. I'm just not saying. Look, when I have somebody doing a job, and all they do is the job, I'm saying, okay, you did the job.
Right.
I'm not gonna go like and say, oh, great job. No, you did what you were supposed to
You did what you
do.
were
That's
supposed
why
to
you're
do.
getting paid for it.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna give you credit for that. You're just doing what you're supposed to do in the first place.
Right.
You're going as far as to say with our truth about that, he wasn't even doing the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. He should have got fired for that, but okay.
He makes him too much money to be fired.
Yeah, unfortunately. I don't see how that
Just like
happens.
somebody
Just
else.
putting him on. What?
Who
All
may or
right.
may not hear voices.
Before we start on Raw.
We already started on Raw.
I know, but before we close the book to WrestleMania,
It's
the
closed.
weekend is over.
I can't believe they were selling what was it, like the programs for like $5.
$5.
It was something like that. I think you.
It was
Emmett
probably
said it
$10.
was like $5.
It couldn't.
I saw one that was for.
they would never
I think,
sell it for
25 or
that
something.
shit.
Like 15.
Any final comments on?
Sorry, already paid you $95. I'm broke.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
And then you want
Can't give me a
$9 for a souvenir cup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Final
Which
comments
we-
for WrestleMania.
It was
Final thoughts on Mania?
like I said, I had
Final
a good
thoughts
time.
on Mania for me? Not the worst Mania.
Not the
Every year people say this was the worst Mania.
Yep.
You
They
know?
come up with an excuse.
Suck it, Smarks.
I think it comes down to every year people have this glorified idea of what Mania is,
Uh-huh.
and every year nothing ever meets your standard
Uh-huh.
or your imagination,
All
and
they
so
do
that's
is-
why every single year, no matter how great or bad it is, people say it's the worst Mania,
Mm-hmm.
and only a couple years down the road can they go back and watch it and
Oh,
say,
it was okay.
"Oh, that was actually pretty good."
Yeah.
Right.
That's what bothers me. Every year it's the same
And
thing.
the reverse happens too. You could watch WrestleMania, watch it later on, and say, "Wow, that sucks."
Like 9 and 11.
I see you're saying this, and I don't even recall them, so I can't say they were good or bad. But
Exactly. Yeah.
I did go back and watch WrestleMania 27, and it still sucks.
Oh, it's horrible.
Just
It's
saying.
horrible. It's. I want to.
Miz and Cena, the one
Yeah.
that I did the review on.
No,
And then-
not even just that match. I mean, yeah, that match was
8-man tag
that
match was
awful.
horrible.
But just everything about that was awful.
That's funny that the entrances were longer than the match.
That.
That's what I
Yeah.
expected out of the 8-man tag match for when we
Like a
still
minute.
thought it was going to be at Mania.
That's funny because
Huge entrance and then match is over.
yeah,
That's what I thought with the tag team championship match.
That's what should have happened. It should have been like a 2-3 minute match because they had all 3 main events in a row, which was ridiculous.
right.
Because CM Punk and Undertaker's completely gonna throw the crowd. The crowd's gonna be out of it.
Uh-huh.
They don't want any more. And what do they do after Punk and Undertaker happened? Oh, Triple H versus Brock.
But
Lesnar.
it actually goes against what we were saying. You have good matches, then you throw in a
Bad
Divas
match,
match,
Divas match,
with some
or-
garbage
Right.
to go through them. To me, they didn't need it.
No.
With the time restraints, it didn't seem to matter. I was fine with all 3 matches, one after the other.
But at this point, I was asking Ann. I'm like, Ann, what time is it? And like 2 matches, I think, passed by. It was like 8 o'clock. I'm like, that's it?
Right.
2 matches and it's 8 o'clock?
Yeah, because I like I said before, I did feel they were speeding through this WrestleMania.
For no reason. They didn't have to speed through this. I thought they had time.
And I mean, you look how
They should have
short.
managed their time better.
We
We had no backstage segments like
no
you pointed
backstage.
out. I didn't notice.
Nothing.
Because I assume the backstage segments are for people at home. Like how we didn't get any of the promos. I assume that's something that people are seeing at home. But had they managed their time better,
Like, I even
you
like
could have had the matches.
Definitely.
You could have had a match or two.
But no CM Punk promo, which kind of bothered me. Because get him, get him pumped up for the match or something.
That's one of the... We didn't get them.
Nothing.
We didn't get the promo. I watched it on the internet, parts of it. they had the build up when I was
Okay.
watching it. So people at home saw the promos.
Like the backstage promos?
No, I'm talking about the video packages.
Oh, but we also saw the video
Oh,
packages
so
as well, yeah.
So that's what you were saying.
No, just him getting pumped for the match, or like an interview or something. No, we got
You didn't need it. What are they going to interview him? What is he going to say?
Yeah, he's typical.
See, I was one of the
generic
people.
heel.
I was one of the people who didn't mind the no backstage segments.
Well, like
I
for the
didn't-
I
big
really didn't care.
matches, that's all.
No, I didn't even want it for them. I feel like they've already wasted enough time on Raw, main event, and every other show they do, showing the same thing over and over again.
They wasted, what was it, like 50 minutes of the pre-show
Yeah,
with
build up. So,
promos.
I still think it was not the best Mania, but overall okay.
Yeah.
Not-
Better than 27.
Yeah, better than 27. Better than all the bad ones.
Mhm.
You know, what do you guys want? I mean, it wasn't like
All three main events met the expectation.
that's
And
pretty
if
much
you
it.
say otherwise, then you're just being a douchebag. Because how good did you really think Triple H versus Brock Lesnar was going to be?
Yeah, it was going to be a fight.
All right,
It was good.
We already had a standard for Cena Rock, and it surpassed those standards, as far as I'm concerned. So,
And really, we have the first match to compare it to.
yeah. So
What a piece of garbage.
And we already
Exactly.
had one. We had Jerry on the show yesterday say he hated it. That's fine. It's his opinion.
Yeah, well, Jerry likes Steve off, so
Oh.
it had to happen.
yeah.
It had to happen. I hope he hears this one. That'd be hilarious.
Oof. All right. So that closes the book for WrestleMania.
Yes.
We all had fun.
I had a really good time.
All had
The
fun.
crowd interaction really helped it.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Especially being me
That's
and
right.
Ed pretty much being against the rest of the
The
crowd
crowd,
that
The
was
rest of the
behind us.
section, yeah, it was amazing. It's pretty phenomenal.
Shut up.
This is great.
I just had the shield. I was happy. I changed my shirt. So did Aunt.
Yep.
Went to we couldn't. The bathroom was so long.
Oh, man,
We
the bathroom
changed
was
it.
terrible.
We changed like in the open.
MetLife
Did
has
not
some
care.
very strange urinals.
I changed it in my seat.
Did you?
Remember, we were sitting down. I put the Ryback shirt on.
Oh, okay. You put
They
it
have
over.
strange urinals.
They have strange urinals. They look. I don't know. They look like ice cream cones, but like kind of tilted. It was weird.
Wow. Oh, are they like one of the small ones?
It's one of those urinals where
it was
you
weird because they were so spaced out.
yeah.
You could have fit more urinals in there.
But I guess they don't want some know
Yeah.
gay action going on.
Why not? They have
Maybe
stalls for
peeking
that.
over.
Stalls for that. Oh.
Peeking over.
That's what
you know.
stalls are for.
Let's close.
That's what the handicap stall's for.
Let's
Oh yeah, well,
close-
that's what it's for.
Now we close the book on Mania and off to a new season of wrestling.
This
Yes.
season, what a butthole.
New season. It's a new.
It's where it all begins again.
It all begins again. The Raw after Mania, always big for some odd mysterious reason.
No,
Don't know
because
why.
it's WrestleMania hangover.
It is.
I think
Because you still have the people who have traveled for WrestleMania,
Yeah.
still hanging around, and still willing to go to the next Raw. I mean,
Oh,
know-
definitely.
makes sense.
And I was saying this to you guys. I don't remember who I said it first to or whatever. I think for some of the segments that we were very upset with, we couldn't see past, especially me, I couldn't see past Mania. I see this is where all the stories end.
Yeah.
Like with Ryback losing.
Or how about with
What?
what's it?
Miz-
Jack Swagger losing now.
Yeah. Or Miz. Well, that was ridiculous too.
Yeah.
But like
Now we know why.
Miz and Barrett. All these terrible outcomes. Couldn't see past Mania thinking maybe they'll do something tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's like they make these over the top bad decisions. I put finger quotes around it because depending on who you are, you might think it was a good decision.
Right.
To make Raw the next night that much better.
Yeah.
Because as
It seems like that's
where it
what-
all
sometimes
begins
what they-
again.
yeah, what
We
they
have
aim to
no
do.
new storylines.
Uh-huh.
We really don't even have any new storylines, except for maybe Shield and
Well, at the
Undertaker,
end,
Shield
at
and
the end of the show.
Undertaker.
or
Cena
with
and
Dolph
Ryback.
Ziggler, and
Cena
even
and
there, there's
Ryback.
no storyline right now.
Well, it'll be interesting because obviously WWE is going to get his rematch.
Yeah, those are
Generic,
three new storylines that we are seeing at the moment.
but we still have Y2J and Fandango. I
Shields got a new team to go up against, which is ironically the same team except
But how?
replace Ryback with the
figured, wait a
Undertaker.
minute, how's that going to happen? Because Undertaker's going home.
Do we know that?
I know that.
How do you know that?
What
I
I
know
was
that for
saying,
fact.
what I was saying was
Because
on Raw.
he needs to rest for next year.
No. What I was
Will
saying
he wrestle next?
was from Raw. They should have had Shield destroy Undertaker.
They could have.
That way, he's written off for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have made
That's
sense. But now, like I said, you add the Team Hell No. But let's get into that later.
Let's do it in order.
We start off with John Cena wearing a new T-shirt.
Yes.
Sorry,
Not my
Ant-Man.
T-shirt.
Sorry, Ant-Man.
Sorry.
That's okay. I get it.
Our
Because
time is now.
Now our time is now.
But I'm sorry. I don't want to skip ahead, but maybe I did get the right shirt.
I think you did.
You think you
I
did?
think you did.
Feed me more. Feed me more.
Oh, I punched the table.
Well, again, I'm not too bitter about the shirt change because
would've been
as
kinda
long as
funny.
Cena's champ,
It would be kind of funny if at the Superstore they had that shirt. It'd be like, oh, he's winning.
They were waiting for the match to end.
Yeah,
I know.
and then all of a
but
sudden,
ironically, I wouldn't have bought that shirt anyway because
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that shirt anyway.
I get
so.
you.
Yeah, it's so
I do
simple.
like the shirt that I got.
You could make that in a mall.
Yeah, I know.
So-
Seriously. And there's one meme where you guys saw Anchorman, right?
Mhm.
Where it has Steve Carell as, what was his name, Brick?
Yeah.
And he's
I
like,
love Lamp.
hey, Cena, where'd you get that shirt? The toilet store? It's funny because it's just, I don't... yeah, again, I'm not a big fan of that shirt. I
Yeah.
like the shirt. But he wore it to WrestleMania. That's all that matters. I'm good.
Cena does his promo.
At least my superstar wears his shirt. Unlike the Shield.
Shut up. Hey,
You're
if
right.
they came out with a vest, I'd wear a vest. Okay, I'd wear the Shield gear. I'd wear the boots. I'd wear the pants.
We should.
Remember the
You know
Shield?
what's crazy?
What?
I didn't remember, and I remember him, Roman Reigns having the whole arm sleeve tattoo,
Okay.
where for a while he just had it on his shoulder.
Alright.
I know a little while ago he had the whole arm tattooed,
Okay.
and then completely didn't notice it at Mania until last night
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
on Raw when he came out. I saw the whole thing, like, wait, did he have that at Mania?
Yeah, right.
He had to have.
He must have. I could go back and look at the pictures.
We get
I'm
Cena.
pretty sure he's had it for a little while.
Alright.
I just forgot about it. for some
Cena
reason.
starts his usual promo.
Which was fantastic.
A lot of Cena sucks chants.
Which was great.
And
he-
like you
did
mentioned
a-
before, he was another one who apparently worked the crowd.
Yeah.
This
he
I
did.
did notice.
Yeah.
I
From the
didn't.
very beginning.
He did a dance. His
He
dance
tried to
was-
work the crowd at Mania.
He did.
Everyone, I think he did a little dance move. Then he turned his heel instead of doing a heel turn, and everyone
That was
popped.
great. Because he had done a little video over the weekend. Somebody asked him about turning heel. He's like, here, I'm going to give you the exclusive. Just pan down and it showed his foot, and he did it.
Yes,
And then he had to explain it.
I know.
It's a heel turn.
Because not everyone
'Cause
gets the terminology.
People that
of
talk about it don't even know what the hell they're talking
Exactly.
about.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I thought it was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
The crowd was chanting same old shit. Because
Are we just cursing on here now?
Oh, this is-
Apparently we are.
Because he dropped the F-bomb
I
before.
noticed that.
You're well. I now for this one day we cursed yesterday
this
too.
one.
Well, Jerry coached yesterday.
Jerry
Well,
cursed. So we
Jerry's-
just went with it.
Loose cannon.
Loose. I was gonna
You
be
can't
a
stop
little
him.
loose today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it because you met Pat Patterson
Yes,
over
I
the
did.
weekend?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god, yes.
No comment.
You got a loose cannon now.
Cena says a bunch of wrestlers who should face him for the title, and out comes
The one name you don't want to come out.
Mark.
You know what?
Because-
Mark Henry wasn't a bad champion.
He wasn't a bad champion, but his matches were terrible.
No, he
They-
beat Randy Orton in Hell in a Cell.
And it was a terrible match.
Henry
Match of the night.
Which is for a terrible pay-per-view.
The crowd started
Yeah.
chanting "sexual chocolate," and Cena says
Cena
Loved it.
acknowledged
the
it.
crowd wants to have sex
Yes.
with chocolate.
Yeah.
Which was
great.
which was funny.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
You really have to be in the mood for it.
Yeah.
Because if you're one of those people that no matter what you hate Cena,
Uh-huh.
you're going to think, oh, that's so childish and stupid. And I've thought that with a lot of the jokes he's made in the past.
Yeah.
And I maintain that they are.
Uh-huh.
But just now, for some reason, it was great.
He's learned
Yeah.
to go with it. You
Yeah.
know?
Now we had a "Feed Me More" chant break out for Ryback.
Yeah, I didn't know what he said after that. I can't remember. He said they want to have sex with chocolate.
First they want to
and-
have sex with chocolate, then they want to eat more chocolate or whatever.
Yeah, feed me more, feed
I don't
me
know.
more chocolate or something like that. Something like that.
And the
Cena-
crowd laughed.
Cena
Yeah,
cracks
they did.
on Henry's breath tonight, and he can have a title
Yeah,
shot.
he's
Booker
afraid.
T.
He's afraid to tell him
Oh.
he's got the breath of 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000 asses.
Yeah.
I've actually smelled that type of breath before, so
Is it
Booker
from
T
John?
music
it's not
hits.
present.
Hey, watch
no,
it.
I'm not saying. It was
Watch
not
it.
actually from John. So.
Suck it. Cena came out. He's got all upset about making title matches. And Booker's like, the only way
This
Henry,
one bothered me. I'll comment on it later.
Okay.
The only way Henry can earn a title shot is if he beat
Because The
Cena.
Rock is still number one contender.
and The Rock is still number one contender. Whoops.
He said that too.
Yes, he did.
What's interesting is, you know how...
he will get a title shot in the future date.
You know what?
Said Cena's a
At
joke.
Mania. You know when they have... If you're the champion and you're going to be out for 30 days, they have to vacate the title?
Yeah.
That should work for number one contenderships.
It might, actually.
And what's interesting is, even if they did that, it wouldn't matter because Rock gave himself a title match at the Royal Rumble.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. He did.
So, him being
I want a
number
title
one
match.
contender means nothing.
I demand one at SummerSlam.
I would love that. I would love to see you just get manhandled.
I demand one at... Hey, if anyone can make their own title matches out of the blue like The Rock did, I want my SummerSlam. I want my Survivor Series title match.
Well, Undertaker.
I want the Ant-Man and Intercontinental title match, and I want Rob...
No, well, Undertaker used to make his own
I
title
want
matches
Rob
too.
in the U.S. title match.
No, I just want to be in a traditional Survivor Series matchup. I don't even want a title shot.
No, Undertaker used to make his own title matches too.
Yeah.
He did a few with JBL when he just showed up one day and he said, "You, me, SummerSlam," and he got the
Well, he
shot.
did that against Kurt Angle, too.
He did it against Kurt Angle.
He kind of did that for Mania this
For,
year. He just showed up and pointed like, "I'm having a match."
Yeah.
Oh,
Having
oh,
a match.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
You don't have a billing address, so we can't tell you no.
Rock
Yeah,
will
right.
get a title shot on another future date. Rock is not there. The crowd boos.
No,
Henry
they didn't
said...
just boo.
Yeah.
They chanted something else. They chanted...
Which was interesting.
Yeah, Booker T said that The Rock had an injury.
A bullshit chant broke out. And Henry says Cena's jokes won't get him anything, but he was going to be entered in the Hall of Pain.
Did you see it, though, when he said the crowd wants to have sex with chocolate and he was making his comments? Mark Henry was laughing. They kept moving away from him because he had to compose himself.
I know.
Because he laughed, and then the next scene you see him be straight-faced again. It's almost like SNL when they throw extra gags in there that they're not ready for.
Yeah.
I got
And you can tell because they're reading it twice before they say it, and then they start laughing because they're not prepared.
So
Well, it doesn't happen as much as it used to because of Jimmy Fallon's professionalism.
That's different.
Wow.
There's been backstage stuff where they've said,
Oh, yeah, it
I'll throw in
happens.
an extra joke that Bill Hader's not ready for.
Yeah.
Or I'll say something
No,
right
but they
before
play
he
it
goes
off
out.
well.
Yeah.
They play it off well. That's what I'm saying.
But Jimmy Fallon was on a whole other level. He would just laugh at the jokes.
Yeah. And
But,
laugh for the rest of the sketch.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Back to
And then,
Jimmy Fallon.
and then he becomes the featured host for the Tonight Show, which makes complete sense.
Yes, definitely. Next we get Mark. If Mark Henry wins, he gets a title shot against Cena. But if you don't, he doesn't. Excuse me, still to come? Yeah, sorry.
Still recovering from Pat Patterson.
Oh my goodness.
Dick.
Oh wait,
Such a dick.
what did come out next?
Undertaker will be here, yay! Also, Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter will face Dario in a handicap match, and we see AJ Lee, Dolph Ziggler, and Big E Langston backstage.
Wasn't the
talking.
next thing a backstage segment
Yes.
with Vicky?
No, I think that's later.
What's
Yeah.
it?
I think that's later. Next we have Brian. Wow, I was gonna say Brian Danielson. Daniel Bryan versus Big E butt cheeks.
Daniel Bryan Danielson.
Big E butt cheeks, and once again they keep getting shorter.
Gotta say
But
it.
before
No, they're the same. They're the same.
Still, I thought they were
You
going a
pointed
little
something
bit
out though.
I pointed it out. I watched it twice because the first time I thought I saw something different.
Yeah,
Then what
and I watched it too. I watched it because I actually missed it last night, but I saw something that was like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah. And you could comment about the fans and or haters of this particular diva or wrestler. They're all coming out. He's doing his stretches.
Mm-hmm.
Like
What he always
like
does, you know, he whips his arm around.
He whips, and they're all walking. They're I guess too close. And when he whips his arm out, he nails AJ across the chest.
Yeah.
Just boom, like car accident, whiplash.
It seems like I'm sure it left a bruise of some kind, because I mean, look.
Oh man.
One thing I got to point out is that she took it like a champ.
She did. If I got hit like that, I would cry.
She hardly budged.
I would cry. I would be down.
And what's impressive about it is that AJ's a really small. You can attest to how small she is.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, she's short.
Big E is
she's yay
thick.
big.
He's
a
You saw my
guy.
pictures on Facebook.
You had the worst pictures.
I was far
They
away.
were so blurry.
I'm sorry.
What's that gonna do for
Your
somebody?
3MB picture. There's three. Drew
I'm not gonna-
McIntyre and Heath Slater are covering their faces, and Jinder Mahal is behind a steel post. Thanks. Then he tagged me as him. All right. Well, either way.
You're a Ginger.
Well, yeah, Jinder's the fun one. So
Jinder's the fun one.
he's the life of the party.
He's the life. Oh, where's this show going to?
Well,
but yeah,
she took it like a chick.
Yeah.
She hardly budged, considering how much she weighs. under
recovered
100 pounds.
very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Like 1,000,000 times quicker than I would have.
Yeah.
Just crawling the rest of the way.
And if you get the right screenshot, if you pause at the right moment, Biggie looks mortified.
Yeah, he's like,
Because
this is the meme
when
that we
he
saw, yeah.
feels it,
Yeah.
when he feels that he just hit AJ,
He immediately looks over,
He's
says sorry,
immediately
and moves
thinking,
back.
"Oh my god, I must have knocked her back like 5 feet or something." But no, she's right there.
Yeah.
Oh
And
crap!
she plays it off.
Yeah.
And
She even laughs.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
That might work
she
for
keeps
her
the
character.
smile on.
Yeah,
That might work for her character.
because she is crazy. So,
Yeah.
this match, a little.
The match was good.
The match was good.
The match was
It's
good because they had
okay.
all the people that were at ringside involved.
But then
It was.
another thing, what you actually wanted me to say was what I said before was so many of AJ's haters. Would they be able to take that?
No.
But the only thing, like,
It's not.
the only,
They criticize her for being too skinny. For
match
everything.
was good. The only thing I didn't like
Okay,
was
so
when.
moving on.
Sorry.
It's okay. No,
Saying her thighs are too big?
she does have big thighs.
She does. But
Wait,
she
who,
only,
wait?
she, only
AJ
does,
Lee?
AJ Lee.
she only does weightlifting, is the thing. Which is, it's still
The squats.
crazy.
She does
Squats.
the squats. Yeah.
It's
does
crazy
squats.
to me. She doesn't do cardio. That's mind-boggling.
Yeah. Well, she already has better cardio than the rest
Well,
of the divas.
you know when
Yeah.
you know what her cardio is when she skips to the ring,
Yeah.
and that's her
That's
cardio.
all
She
she
goes
needs,
around the
right?
ring.
Yes.
She skips
Done.
down, around, back up.
And that's it. Her cardio's done. So that's her cardio.
Like
We figured out her
if you were to
workout.
say, who does, if someone does pure weightlifting or pure cardio, and you gave AJ and Caitlyn, you'd pick Caitlyn for weightlifting.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know what her workout's like, but just from the AJ thing.
Interesting though, from Access, she had a long line too.
Who?
Oh, she
Caitlyn.
would. She would.
The people didn't know. They thought they were on the line for the bathroom.
Oh wow. Well, I will say that AJ there took a bigger bump than any diva in the past 7 years.
Yeah.
Maybe 7 years, give
Give
or take.
The only thing I did like this
We
match was
were also
good.
saying somebody would have really liked that.
What?
happened?
Oh yeah, we do know a certain someone who would turn this into a storyline and immediately change it into a woman beating storyline.
Yes.
Yeah,
Damn it!
he absolutely would. Definitely.
We lost our 47 subscribers. Thanks, Ant-Man.
Well, no, he's not on the show.
Okay, that's true.
Oh yeah.
We're
We're not condoning
We
it.
don't condone it. We would not suggest it.
Absolutely
It could
not.
make-
We
for a
are,
good
we are just
storyline.
giving some serious credit to AJ Lee for
Yeah.
taking a
Taking
bump
that
that
hit.
I
Taking it like
would
a
have never
champ.
imagined that she could take a hit like that from.
I do
be-
wanna say-
because he's whipping his arms around
Yes.
hard.
I do
So-
want to say, I liked the match. Only thing I didn't like was Biggie Lansing throwing Danny Bryan over the top rope.
Why?
Then him going.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Oh no, but then getting thrown back in was Danny Bryan. Then he hits the big finish,
The big ending,
the big ending.
That was
which
I-
still has
I-
no impact.
Yeah, I thought I missed something there.
Really, that's how you're gonna end the match? No, Danny Bryan trying to make a comeback. Just end the match,
Yeah.
and that's it. Biggie Langston's the winner. Good match. Good match. Okay at best.
Right.
But I didn't like the ending.
Yeah.
I didn't like what.
It was odd when I saw that because I do remember seeing him get thrown out of the ring, and then I do remember him getting hit by a big ending, and I figured that I must have looked away and missed
You missed
something.
something.
You didn't miss anything.
But I guess I didn't. He just got back in the ring and took the big ending. So
Well, it's good that Biggie didn't lose.
no. This is
They're
his
gonna
first
build
singles
him-
match.
They're gonna build them towards something.
Yeah.
It's very good that he didn't lose.
Okay.
Indeed, it is.
Next.
Especially because it looks like they're gonna be dropping the storyline.
I'm not gonna say it because Ant-Man's gonna get upset. Intercontinental title match: Wade Barrett versus the blankety blank blank.
Well, we did cover this already.
Yeah, we did.
pretty
talked
much
about
covered
it.
We did
We
cover
talked
this.
about it already.
It is. You think? I thought it was a good match. You guys think it was great?
I wouldn't say great.
I
It
didn't
was
say it was
certainly
great. We
much
said
much
good.
better than.
Much better than
Oh no, I agree.
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
I agree, definitely. I definitely agree. It was better than the
It
Mania
was
match.
certainly better than some of the matches from Raw.
Yeah. And I will
Certainly,
say it's better than the
oh.
usual Miz match.
Yeah.
But
it is.
the pre-show never
I
happened.
I wasn't gonna give him a super amount of credit for doing something he's supposed to do anyway.
The pre-show never happened because Wade Barrett
It
stole
might
him.
as well not have.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it gives both these guys an extra title reign.
It does. Wade Barrett is the new Intercontinental Champion. And also, I posted a video of us seeing Wade Barrett as you walk by and we're like, Wade Barrett! And he acknowledged it. He went like that. I was like, yes.
Nice.
So, Wade Barrett, pretty cool guy.
It seems like it.
This is where Vicky and Brad are backstage.
This is what made me mad. I was waiting for this.
Okay.
Opening the show, Cena makes a title match between him and Mark Henry. Okay. But Booker T comes out to stop it. Him being the general manager of SmackDown.
Yeah.
Why is it any of his business? I'm thinking, when he came out, Vicky's not there. You know what happens? Sometimes she's not there for some reason.
Uh-huh.
When she's the general manager of Raw.
Uh-huh.
Then they have her backstage later, showing she's there. Why is Booker T getting involved at all?
I don't know.
That's what made me mad.
I didn't catch that, actually. Booker T, he shouldn't have anything to do with Monday Night Raw.
No. I mean, there's super shows, all the superstars are in all the shows.
Yeah.
But that's her jurisdiction.
Yeah. When it's, and they make a point to show that whenever it's a super show, they have the word super show all over the place. Mm-hmm. And I would get it if that were the case, but no.
But they're all super shows now. So I guess they don't need the graphic anymore.
But for some reason, both shows still have their managers. I figure.
I don't know what's the point. That's what made me mad. That was just a thing that might not annoy anybody else. Might not annoy anybody else, but it certainly annoys me.
When did we get the promo for Triple H going to be on SmackDown?
There's a promo for that?
There's a short promo that said.
I don't remember.
This Friday, Triple H on SmackDown.
Oh yes, they did say that. Is it me or are they like trying to turn Booker T heel?
It seemed that way because I heard that somewhere. I heard from somebody, I think it was you, saying that they're gonna have a feud between him and Teddy Long.
Wow.
But it seems that way.
Oh,
it certainly seems that way with Orton convincing him to put him in a match anyway.
Right.
Playing to his ego, and I could see that working.
King Booker
saying he has power now.
All hail King Booker.
Stop it.
All hail King
Never.
Booker.
The greatest gimmick of all time.
Ant-Man. All hail King Booker.
All hail King Booker.
All hail King Booker.
I hated him for all the
King
wrong
Booker.
reasons. And that's why I don't like it that much more.
He's amazing.
If it was because he's a heel
The Pinky.
and he does bad
Pinky.
stuff, okay, I'll hate
All
you
hail
for
King
it.
Booker.
That's a good reason.
Pinky.
But because you just have Charmel yelling, all hail King Booker,
I agree with that. He should have kept. He should have kept William Regal doing it.
Yes.
that actually, I was on board for it.
All hail King
But then
Booker.
you brought Charmel
Oh,
in,
yeah,
because
King
her
Booker.
voice is annoying.
It
That's
is.
why I don't like it.
It is.
After that, we get
Oh wait, what was the one?
No.
I just remember one spot where I was with the person actually who would like Biggie beating on AJ. I remember one match where. I think I did watch it with him, where. I mean, you know what? It might have been just JBL's commentary. I can't remember real well, but never mind. Just drop that.
Wow.
Because I just a bunch of things got in my head real quick.
It's okay, it happens.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I'm fine. I'm not going crazy or anything.
It's okay. It's all good.
It'll be okay.
We get a backstage promo of Booker T and Randy Orton.
I just said it.
Sorry.
I just talked about this.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I just said
about the
Orton
Vicky.
getting in his head, talking about getting him in a match.
So that makes Booker make Orton a show for tonight. Next, we got Swagger and Zev Coulter versus Alberto Del Rio.
Was Zev Coulter ever tagged in?
No.
I'm ignoring that.
And this time, Jack Swagger actually did get an
Zach
entrance.
Swagger?
Jack Swagger. Well, they're both going to serve the same purpose now. So. He did actually get an entrance this time.
Yes, he did.
Zeb Coulter did the same promo that he's been doing for a while now. But this time about how Jack Swagger lost. And he's going to correct it.
Yep.
Still lost.
Still lost, but a good match. I liked it.
Good
It was
enough.
enjoyable.
Mm.
Then
There's a lot of
Jack
stuff
Swagger,
that happened in the
Swagger did
during
work on the leg.
We're at WrestleMania. There were a little bit of spots that were basically the same as that Mania.
Swagger worked on the ankle and the knee. So after that, the medical staff came out, trying to check it out. I'm like, come on, this has to be it.
And the
Come
crowd
out.
and the crowd knew it too.
This is ridiculous.
As soon as Del Rio went down holding his ankle, everybody knew what was going to happen.
Everybody, and out comes Dolph Ziggler.
I didn't know what was going to happen. And
And-
that made it that much
and then-
more enjoyable for me.
Who called it?
You need to stop saying who called it.
Who called it?
I'm not saying it this time because this is obvious.
He called 1 out of 100 things, and he's
Yes.
so proud of himself.
Yes.
He
Well,
made a guess.
yes.
So he does come out. AJ Lee's still perfectly fine.
Yes.
So didn't even need to recover from that hit.
Nope.
He comes in, he cashes it in, and we did have a bit of a scare during this very short match.
Don't say it. Do not say it.
We put
I
the
will.
armbreaker on him.
We
I was-
did.
Put the
We did
armbreaker,
get
I
the
was
cross
like, no!
armbreaker, and you could actually hear the entire crowd yell out,
No!
"Oh!" It was amazing. Never before have I ever heard that many
There's
people
never been
yell
a
out.
cash-in
No, there has not
that has
ever
had
been.
that reaction.
It was. I got scared. I didn't even. Honestly, I was one of the people who really didn't care if Ziggler was the first to lose the Money in the Bank or if he won it. I'm not like this typical smart who like came on themselves last night after what happened. But even I had to say, I still can't believe this is going to happen again to Ziggler.
Yeah.
If he does end up being the first one to cash it in and then immediately lose,
Unsuccessful, yep.
About time.
We'll lose anyway, yeah.
And congrats, Dolph Ziggler.
I wonder what they're going to do, though.
A good title run out of this.
well, it is. He's gonna.
Breaking news: no world champion. No.
Yeah.
At a house show.
So,
Oh no, SmackDown happens tonight. So I'm getting like a little worried.
During the taping, before the taping for SmackDown.
New world champion.
What?
No. He was champion for one day.
now everyone that's beaten Dolph Ziggler over the past year gets a title shot.
Everybody, yeah.
Yep.
Now
Edge comes back for one more night.
Yeah, now he starts beating them all.
So congrats, Dolph Ziggler, being the new world heavyweight champion.
Well, I don't want anybody to forget he was world heavyweight champion before.
He was. He
For
was.
like an hour.
It's a good hour.
For an hour.
An hour he'll never forget. Now he's been a champ for almost 11 hours.
Mm.
Good for him.
Almost 11. What are you talking about?
11, 12.
He
1,
cashed
2,
in
3,
before
4,
11
5,
o'clock
6,
yesterday.
7, 8, 9.
It's after 11 now. That's
10,
more than
11,
12 hours.
12 hours. Sorry, it was off by an hour. Wow.
It's more than an hour.
End of the world.
It's more than an hour.
Who cares?
But it's okay. You can't math well like the rest of America.
I was going by the end of Raw.
But it wasn't at the end of Raw.
World's largest mathlete.
I'm waiting for it. Bella Busters.
Not happening.
They're back.
Josh Matthews backstage.
Didn't notice this, but the Bella Busters won at Mania. They both got the wins in their respective matches.
Oy vey.
That's right.
Anyway,
They did.
moment with Matthews
Powers.
backstage.
And this is going to be part of the storyline, actually, because John Cena and Danny Bryan are going to be really upset that their girlfriends were snubbed at WrestleMania.
Like John Morrison.
Shut up.
That's right. It's
what he
going to
said.
happen.
Not gonna happen. Ziggler is backstage and Josh Matthews talking to him. It's been too damn long and the crowd pops. Ziggler says it's a day, but this is his WrestleMania moment. Ziggler says he's gonna shine his title up and show it off because it's been too long.
Mm-hmm.
Next,
I hope this guy holds the title
once
for
again,
a long
Ant-Man,
time.
this is not going well for you. Santino Marella, R-Truth, and Zack Ryder versus a three-man band.
Any team
It
that,
was up in the air to me who was going to win.
I thought they were going to give 3MB a win.
The monkey wrench I was throwing it was R-Truth being on the one team.
because he did recently return, give or take recently, I guess, whatever. He's the one guy of that team who does consistently pick up victories at some point.
Yeah. He beat did he beat Bear? I'm not sure, but he beat
No,
Cesaro
he
on
lost to
Saturday
Bear.
Morning Slam.
Yeah.
If you don't want to count that, I think he beat
I
Bear.
figured he'd be the one to get the pin. I forgot that Santino's back. He can do matches now, so they will give him the stupid
He's still
victory
very
every now and
limited
then.
in the ring.
He's still limited, yeah.
I think he's still might
But
be a
as
little
far as I'm
limited.
concerned, any team that includes Zack Ryder shouldn't win.
If you say so.
He's garbage. Yeah, what were we gonna say?
I wanted 3MB to win the match.
Oh, so did I. I
Hey,
figured,
man,
hey, you know what?
They're doing their job.
Yeah, exactly. They're doing their job. And,
Putting everybody over. Even
nothing
people
else.
that don't need it.
Right. And it's funny because usually they just go up against main eventers or legends. That's the joke, which is true. This was not the case last night. And I felt this was just a time waster. If you're going to have 3MB lose to this type of team, don't have him on at all.
Yeah.
No,
you're right.
Put Cesaro in, let him have a match. And I will say, I said this before the show aired, I think. Or did I say it on the show?
I'm not sure.
The one thing that I think this crowd failed on was not acknowledging the Cesaro snub.
Yes.
They
should have got
it was a
Cesaro
fun
chant
night.
going.
It was a fun night. They did a lot of good things, but I felt this was their opportunity.
We'll get to those.
Especially the fact that they were chanting just random things.
But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. We'll finish it.
Will we get to it later?
Yeah, we'll get to it
Are
later.
you sure?
Yes.
Are you positive?
Yes. Next we
100%?
get Sheamus versus Big Show. Obviously, that does not happen.
Oh.
Cole tells the fans to either vote for. Now, this is what you pointed out:
Yeah.
Orton or Sheamus.
Ridiculous.
And all of a sudden, it's
No, you're skipping. Okay, they say to vote for Orton or Sheamus.
Mm-hmm.
They come back from commercial, and by a landslide, Orton won.
Right.
But instead of giving the match to Orton, Vicky and Booker T come out, cut a promo, and then decide, the only fair way to decide this, because your votes don't count, universe, is to put both you guys in a match. And whoever wins faces Big Show.
Yeah.
Awful idea.
It was.
It always is
Because
a terrible
this match was all the crowd.
It was all crowd.
What match?
Yeah.
All the
I like
crowd.
that shit.
What
you
match?
said.
Because in the end, this match meant nothing.
Well,
It didn't mean anything. Because what
it
happened?
was
Big Show
interesting
interrupted.
that John pointed out that Sheamus did tweet. Did anybody notice that he had a match?
Did anyone? I didn't. I was
notice?
noticing the chants for JBL, Michael Cole.
Everybody got a chant.
Was
Mike
this
Chioda?
the ole?
Yeah.
There's
For,
Mike Chioda got a chant.
RVD got
apparently.
a chant.
RVD got a chant. So no one really. But the match was minus the crowd from it. It was okay.
It wasn't. It
The
really
first
wasn't.
half was slow. Then they actually tried to pick it up. You could tell, actually.
Yes.
Sheamus and Randy Orton know that the match isn't going over well, so they actually tried to change it up. But it's too late.
No.
The crowd is already getting
A
going.
Randy Savage chant broke out.
But like you were saying, they should have chanted for Cesaro or somebody in
They
the
should have.
company.
I believe so.
Because these same people that start these chants are the smarks.
Yeah.
They're referencing things that the average fan wouldn't. Like kids or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They could have. I know that they'd be fans of Cesaro. They should have started a Cesaro chant. I would have thought they would start a yodel.
Yeah. I don't think Jersey knows how to yodel.
But I mean, the problem with yodeling is it's not like a distinct rhythm. It's when one person might yodel, another person might not have that same rhythm. So I guess that would kind of nix that idea.
Yes.
They could have chanted for him.
You also had an RVD chant to break out.
It would have been great if you see the crowd and just see arms.
That's what they should have done. That's what I would have done.
The crowd got real quiet all of a sudden. What's going on? Camera.
Everyone doing the Cesaro thing. I love it. Like I said, Big Show comes out and goes crazy. Beats up Orton, beats up Sheamus.
You know what, though? Orton had it worse.
He did.
He pretty much just tossed Sheamus out of the ring.
Yeah.
And then left him alone.
Yeah, the beatdown on Orton lasted a while.
Yeah. One more chair chant.
Yeah, one more chair
They were chanting
chant.
everything.
They were. It's a Jersey crowd, man. He missed throwing it into the ring. They did it again, and he missed it again.
One more time.
Show, you suck at throwing.
Hey, thank you, Show. Thank you,
Yes,
Big
thank you.
Show.
But I do thank Big Show for
ending that farce.
I think they were saying I think backstage had to do something like that because they knew this match was horrible.
Yeah.
They knew it. They knew the crowd. It's same old shit.
You knew the crowd. You should have put on the matches you knew the crowd would have wanted.
Of course. Next we get Fandango
This was
versus Kofi Kingston.
phenomenal.
It was a short match.
And
First of all,
let's talk about Fandango for a second.
Yeah, do you want to talk about
Well, let's
Fandango?
get quick.
Hold
Kofi
on.
Kingston
Are
quickly
you
out of the
a
way.
fan of Fandango all of a sudden?
Absolutely not.
Well, at least he's sticking to it.
And at least he
Stick it
admitted that he is the. Well, no, you haven't admitted it yet. Would you like to admit it now?
What?
How you are totally wrong about Fandango not ever getting over?
Wow, I was very shocked.
Is that a yes? Is that you
No,
admitting
he
you're
did
wrong?
not get over at Mania, but at the
No.
Raw he did.
No, we said
There
you
were plenty
said-
of people
Yeah.
correcting others. I even got corrected on the Fandango pronunciation. Fandango is over. This night did make him. Now they have to stick to this gimmick.
That's
Oh, excuse me. No,
After he won
this
at
isn't a gimmick.
Mania.
This is how he really is.
After you won at Mania, I felt really bad because I don't see it. I don't see how this could withstand
But
5 years.
I knew that
6 years.
that this could work because you had a bunch of noob fans not knowing how to use the "You Can't Wrestle" chant, and obviously everyone else exactly.
so they hum this theme music. Dun 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 dun. Rob dancing. What's wrong there, man?
What? Oh, you're doing the Emma dance.
Yeah,
There you go. Yeah, we gotta do it.
Dun 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 dun.
Has nothing to do with
Fandango.
It was amazing. It was. This was definitely my favorite moment
Yeah,
because
it was.
I actually feel like I'm one of the.
That was one of the only relevant chants that we had.
Right.
It was pretty cool
Because
seeing that.
at WrestleMania, I and Sabrina actually were the only ones in our section going for Fandango, and there's another guy to the side, I believe.
Well, it wasn't like
Because no, when
every time.
because when we were doing this, I was actually rooting for Fandango, and Sabrina said to me, "I'm glad I felt like the only one because she hates Jericho."
Yeah, she hates Jericho, and that's my problem. That was my problem with this match.
Jericho SquarePants.
Stop it. He's not square anymore.
He still kind of is. He just has a six-pack now.
It's so weird.
It's back.
The problem was that I'm a Jericho fan, right? Nothing against Curtis. I mean, Fandango. Smart. You know I'm a fan of what was Johnny Curtis. His cousin who died in a car accident.
Mm-hmm.
They just look very similar.
Really? Yeah.
I thought John would laugh at that, but he's too busy not reading. He's looking at pictures.
Memes, sorry.
That was a guess. But I just thought it would be really, really funny this guy not having a match and just losing at Mania. Debuting and losing at Mania I thought would be hilarious. Not like I hate the character or him or anything. It was just like, I like Jericho more, and that outcome would be hilarious to me.
Yeah. No, I get
Nothing
you.
against Fandango.
No, I know. Just people. I mean, again, Jericho has a lot of respect. Everything he's done, he's basically a legend that never wins anymore. But
I don't understand that.
first, I would like to get this out of the way because WWE did it. Kofi Kingston, no reaction.
Nope.
And just completely.
Any other competitor, you would have had a reaction for Kofi.
Yeah, you always do.
People like Kofi.
Yeah.
It's just Fandango.
Exactly. You just can't compare with him.
No. And he's new. Kofi's been here a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody likes the new shiny toy they get.
Of course. Of course.
Exactly. But, and to that respect, Kofi Kingston was forgotten during this match
He was.
also because...
Came out, did the boom booms, that was it.
Well, Fandango was getting a lot of pops for his work in the ring.
Yeah.
No,
His
it was
entrance
his theme
movement.
music.
No, no,
entrance
no.
is hilarious.
No, it was...
Just the way he carries himself in the
I
character.
told you that there would be some spots where he would use dance moves to dodge attacks.
And he did.
And he did.
Okay, that's fine.
And that got a pretty big pop.
That's fine.
And there was
It
something
was-
he did on this match at Mania that he tried to do on Raw, that he tried to do at Mania, and it didn't work because he didn't have the proper amount of time to convey what he was doing. Was at the beginning of the match, he's doing stretches in the corner, ballet stretches.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he's using the ropes too, that he got to do the whole motion with Kofi. But in the Jericho match, he did it for a split second before Jericho jumped on him.
Okay.
Which is just adds more to the character since you've only seen him outside the ring.
So it seems like this Y2J and Fandango feud
Nope.
still... Sorry. Fandango. It's still going to go on. So...
Yeah. At least for another pay-per-view.
But the
I guess.
crowd did make this match.
I wonder what the match will be.
Singing the whole theme song,
Mhm.
which was pretty cool. And they also, when the show ended, they did it in a parking lot with their horns,
Yeah. Reportedly.
reportedly. And also, there was a video.
This was clearly the show you needed to be at.
This was the moment of the night.
And also, when the show ended, they played Fandango's music, and in the hallways they sung it again.
You have no idea how happy I am.
Oh,
that
you're.
this
I
happened.
know.
I
You're
am.
very
John
nice.
has to eat that much more.
Because I really do feel like I was the only person who was supporting this gimmick.
What?
I
didn't
thought
hate it.
no, well you didn't hate it, but you wanted him to stay creepy Curtis.
I wanted him to be creepy.
And I felt
and he's
like,
still kind of creepy.
but that's the thing though.
I know.
I feel like it could still work.
It could.
It could still work, and I felt like I like it. I want this to keep going because the WWE doesn't really have that many colorful characters nowadays.
But
Why not
Curtis
have him?
himself was creepy, and it was a colorful character.
I just think Fandango was amazing.
And he still won the match, so.
Yep, by disqualification. He's
And-
undefeated. And he's
Yes.
undefeated at Mania.
Oh, Anyway.
Yeah, him and Michael Cole, right?
Yep. We got a promo with Paul Heyman. CM Punk will be on next week's
I
Raw.
feel like it was a nonsense promo, which is weird.
In a good way or...
In a bad way. He didn't really say anything.
No, he just...
I feel like what he was saying didn't make any sense.
Yeah,
And then I'm pretty sure I heard him say something about Brock Lesnar versus Punk, and that didn't make any sense either. If anything, team them up. Team them up. But Brock won't be there every week.
No.
He got a mention. He did get a mention that Brock Lesnar was in for a fight tonight, but that he wouldn't fight for free.
Yep.
What did he say would happen next week? Because I did get a...
there.
Huh?
I don't know. He's gonna be there, but I don't know why.
Uh-huh.
Or at least Punk's gonna be there, and you're gonna get how he feels or what his thoughts are next week.
I do know that.
I'm not sure about Brock Lesnar, though.
Alright. Now, did we miss a segment with The Undertaker?
I think we skipped over
We
it.
skipped over it.
Did we?
Yes.
About the Shield coming out.
The Undertaker came out to acknowledge...
No, we didn't skip over it.
It didn't happen?
Pretty sure we did.
That happened.
That happened before the Fandango thingy there.
Joe Talks. I'm sorry.
Yes, we did. We skipped right over
So-
it. Because that happened after the Ziggler. I was going to that, and you guys cut me off.
Because it was a waste. To me, it was a waste.
Well, Taker comes out, cuts promo, and all of a sudden the Shield comes
I
out.
didn't
He
even
said,
get a cut a promo.
oh, he said like...
He
what?
did, he said that
sentence.
he acknowledged that he dedicated that match to Paul Bear.
Yep.
That
And
he
the
won
show
it in
came
his
out.
honor. Yeah.
Then, believe!
That's not how it happens.
No, we got the theme music, and I'm thinking,
Shield comes
oh
out,
my goodness,
yes.
this is going to explain why Undertaker's going to disappear for the years.
Yep.
But no,
We did talk
he
about
did come out. They did make their way down. Undertaker was getting ready to fight. They were saying, no, not even he could take these three on. And I was thinking that Kane was going to show up.
Of course.
I initially, like I was telling you, thought it would be Punk.
Uh-huh.
Just because, turn him face for whatever reason.
Uh-huh.
And saying that at least it would come out that Undertaker has his respect now, that he's beaten Punk at Mania.
Right.
Because I thought Kane and Daniel Bryan, but to me, I quickly dismissed it because Daniel Bryan doesn't fit.
Right.
But that's what happened.
Well, here's my view on it. The main reason I thought Kane was going to show up was because,
He's his brother.
well, not only that, he does have unfinished business with the Shield.
Does he?
He does.
Seems like he was pretty finished when they lost.
Well, he was buried by a bunch of stuff. He never got to get out, though. Whatever. But they kept panning to a view where you see the Undertaker in the ring, surrounded by a Shield, and they're showing the Titanshot. And I'm figuring they always do that when somebody's going to make it out there. Sure enough, his pyro hits. I didn't think Daniel Bryan would come out. I thought it would just be Kane. I thought it would just be Brothers of Destruction type thing. But Daniel Bryan also came out, which makes sense, though, because they are the tag team champions.
Yeah. And they both have prior history, like you said, with the Shield.
Yeah. So, I mean, in a sense, the team, well, with the exclusion of Daniel Bryan and Undertaker, it does make sense. Kane does have the history with the Undertaker. He is currently the tag team champions with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan does have a connection with the Shield also. So the team does make sense. And it seems like if Undertaker does stay with this team, that this will be the team to beat the Shield, I guess, because Undertaker,
Which I think would be a bad move.
It could be.
It would be.
I think that they're going to have a match and they're going to beat Undertaker and he's going to be off for a year.
Yeah.
Maybe at Mania next year it'll be Undertaker versus the Shield.
Yeah.
If they can manage to keep this stable alive for another year, I don't know. Because they seem to have dropped any plans with Nexus involving the Undertaker.
Right.
Years ago. People probably forgot about.
Yeah.
More than 3 years ago, it's over.
Yeah.
Never happened. What? Nexus? Is that a shampoo?
It is. I didn't realize that until my sister told me that.
Next, we get
What
the
a
Bells
joke.
wins.
I already thought that faction was a joke when
It
Cena
was
single-handedly took it
Best
apart.
faction.
Yeah, your Nexus shirt.
Nexus sucks. The Bells wins Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow versus Tons of Funk.
Yes, I wanted to see this last night. I mean, at WrestleMania. I did not get to see it. I was looking forward to it. It would have been match of the night. But
And It was a short match on
we
Raw,
got it
right?
condensed, yeah.
That could have been the same exact match at Mania,
Yeah.
and it could have fit.
Because if I'm not mistaken, did WrestleMania not end a few minutes short of 11 o'clock anyway?
Well, it always does. You can't get that close.
I mean, I don't get
Could have
it.
been a pre-show.
This match,
What?
It was what it was
a
supposed
good
to be.
match. It was
I did like the spot where Tensai was on the ropes,
And they used their butts.
and the
Yes.
Bella Twins just
Used their butts.
butt squashed him, and Tensai is a very lucky man.
Yes, very lucky man.
I guess. If he's into that.
But
If he's into that sort of thing, he is.
I'm sure he is. But I'm sure
Why are you so sure?
Tons of Funk lost. I mean, they won.
They won.
Yeah, I lost.
I lost.
Hey, wait! I had them.
No, it
That was my
doesn't
pick.
count. Doesn't count.
Doesn't
That was my
count.
pick.
It was not at
Doesn't count.
WrestleMania.
Not at WrestleMania.
Well, they acknowledged I was supposed to be at Mania, so
It would have been a different
Doesn't
match.
count. Doesn't count. Doesn't
It was my
count.
pick. It was my pick.
They were WrestleMania picks.
Not WrestleMania. Not
Not
WrestMania.
Raw
Look,
picks.
Not
My
WrestMania.
pick.
Not
My
WrestMania.
pick.
Not
My
WrestMania.
pick. My pick. My pick.
This
My
is
pick.
amazing.
My pick. My pick. My pick. My pick. My pick. My pick. My pick.
Ba-bum.
Boom.
The one thing that could stop that.
Yes.
That's all me right there.
It is.
Next we get Mark Henry versus John Cena, and once again the crowd.
Short match.
Short match, but crowd once again.
Short match. They're building up. They really are. They really are building up Mark Henry as a beast.
They keep doing that over
Just
and over and over.
what we said about the match at Mania, it was Goldberg, Brock Lesnar all over again. It was going to be a snoozer, and it was.
Yeah.
That seems to be what they're building Mark Henry as now.
Mm-hmm.
He was putting on better matches against Khali.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
I don't know.
That's sad.
What?
Khali sucks.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
a great colleague.
Short match, but
It did what it was supposed to. Like, it wasn't meant to really be
Cena
a
wins by
match.
countout. No title shot for Mark Henry. Thank God.
You know, I'm happy that it
That was
happened.
hilarious. I didn't count out.
Everybody
Yes.
wanted the table to break, first of all, and it didn't, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Second, I got real nervous. Because you know how I hate the count-out
Uh-huh.
things. They get to 9, all of a sudden they're full of energy and dive right back in.
I love that. That's
I'm like,
amazing.
how is Mark Henry going to do it? I don't see it. 9, I'm like, I don't see it. He's not moving. 10,
He lost.
That was amazing. That's how you beat
Match
Mark
over.
Henry. Count out.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
So Henry drops the world's strongest slam on him. He holds up the WWE title. Now comes Ryback.
Yes.
a
I
big
knew it was
pop.
happening.
Yeah.
I knew it was happening all night. I'm like, where's Ryback? Where's Ryback?
Ryback
Yes.
hits a spine buster on him. Ryback gets the fans to chant "Feed me more." Ryback turns his attention to Cena, and he, helps him up. What a good guy.
Looked like he was going to do
Yes.
something,
Yeah.
but he helped him up.
He helps
They're
him
both
up.
good
He's a
guys.
good guy. So Cena goes on the ropes, and all of a sudden, meat hook,
Meat hook.
Awesome.
and the crowd went nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the crowd knew it was coming too.
Yes.
I think they booed when
They did. When he helped them up,
Yeah.
they booed him.
Because they popped when he just looked at John Cena when he turned over to him, and then they booed when he
When
his
he helped
hand.
him up, and it was a good guy.
Yeah. Then he got another pop when he meat hook clotheslined him.
Yep.
And then
gives him
shell
the
shock.
shell shock and the whole eyes out center chanting "Feed me more,"
Mhm.
and that ends the show. And Ryback tells
Holds
Cena,
up the
"Up
title.
yours."
Holds the
He
title
went
up.
like that to him, which
Yep.
is like, "Yeah, Cena, take that from Ryback." Feed
So
me more.
what it seems like is when Mark Henry's body squashed Ryback's head,
There you go.
it
did something to his brain,
it
right?
reawoken the Skip Sheffield in him
Yes,
and reminded him that he hates John Cena.
there we go.
So now he does want something
I mean,
against
think
John
about it. He's got the armbands.
Yeah.
What
So
a
close to Nexus.
fail heel turn.
It was the worst heel turn in the world.
Worst heel turn
Because
ever.
it just, oh my goodness. This is the day and age
Such
where
a
the heels
reaction.
get heels get cheered. You know what does
It's
WWE?
Ziggler.
What was crazy was that before that, they were all behind Cena.
Mhm.
And then immediately Ryback comes in.
What's
No,
this?
right, we were always behind you, Ryback.
Yeah, we like you,
Yeah.
Ryback.
That's just so funny because I mean, what's the solution for people to get people to stop booing Cena? Turn him heel.
Yep.
That's
Makes no sense.
Heel
makes no
turn.
Because
Heel
you
turn,
saw
turn
him as a
heel.
face can get over.
You can.
it does happen.
So that did end Raw. On paper, the card sucks, but the crowd did make this.
Yeah, the crowd
Make
made
this
it a
Raw.
fun night.
As we said, the chants pretty much.
You know what? The the Intercontinental title match might have been match of the night.
Match of the night.
It was.
It really was. I'm not saying it was before,
Mhm.
but looking back at it,
Yeah, and it's
It
sad
is.
when you consider that Sheamus and
Second place.
Orton
What's second
are.
place to you?
Let me think of the matches. How many matches did we have last night?
Oh, give me a second.
4? Was it?
Yeah, I think it was 4.
Out of
You
a
had,
3-hour
Big
show,
E,
it was 4.
Yeah, Big E, Intercontinental title match.
Oh wait, Dolph
Orton,
Ziggler,
Sheamus.
Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah?
It was short, but
I didn't count that as a match.
It was. It
I
counts.
don't count as a match
It counts
because
as
the
paper.
finish is what really counted.
Yeah.
I think 6.
6 matches?
6 matches.
That's not bad.
Daniel Bryan versus Big E Langston.
Okay.
Title
Miz versus Wade Barrett.
Right.
Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger versus Del Rio.
Uh-huh.
Dolph Ziggler versus.
Oh, you're counting that as a match.
Yes,
Oh.
that's a match. Technically, it is.
Whatever. Do 3 moves in the match.
3MB
It's called a squash.
versus Santana Marella and Zack Ryder.
Right?
Randy Orton versus Sheamus.
Oh, this is more than 6.
Fandango versus Kofi.
What?
And Tensa. Did I say Tensa?
Tons of funk.
Tons of Funk.
Whoa.
Versus
Yeah.
Rhodes.
9 matches.
Yeah. What are you guys talking about?
It didn't seem like
It
that.
didn't seem like that.
I was
Yeah.
going to say my second favorite was the tag match. The intergender tag match.
Yeah.
Had good spots, short, not bad.
I like how when it came back from commercial
Rear
break,
view.
when you came back from commercial break, the first thing you see is the Naomi's butt move where she like.
Yeah.
The first thing you see,
Rear view.
we come out of a commercial break and we immediately get a rear view.
Yeah.
We immediately see one of the Bellas taken in the face
Yes.
from Naomi. It was pretty funny
Yep.
because I just didn't expect that. Usually when you come back from commercial break, they're in a rest hold or something.
Yeah.
But no, immediately it was like bam right in the face. It was pretty funny.
Damn.
So this was shit Raw on paper, but the crowd really made this moment. I think the best moment of the night was obviously cashing it.
Of course. That should have been at Mania.
Nope. As I called it wasn't going to happen, and I said April 8th, and I was correct.
That's not what I said. If you listen to me, I said that should have happened at Mania.
No.
It shouldn't have happened at Mania.
No way.
You're out of your freaking mind. We were there. You wouldn't have wanted to see that?
No.
You wouldn't have wanted to see that. You're so full of crap.
I'm serious.
You're so full of it.
What? Okay.
You're so full of it. And I'm not
Batman.
just even talking about Pat Patterson right
Batman.
now.
What?
What would you rather see? Would it at Mania, where okay, he's gonna get the crowd reaction would be a little about it, or because
Really?
Yes.
You think the
saw-
crowd
No,
would have
no,
went
it's-
about it?
they
Well,
would've
they
had
were
a good
they were
reaction.
chanting for Ziggler at one point, but he didn't come out. But
You're so full of crap.
it's not gonna happen. No one cashes it at Mania.
No, but it's not about
Haven't-
it.
haven't
It's,
you
it's
guys
not
No one
about.
had the opportunity to cash in at Mania.
How last year?
Last year?
Didn't someone cash it in before that?
Before Mania.
Nobody's cashed
No
in
one's
at-
cashed it
at
at
WrestleMania.
Mania. It's
Because no
never
one's
gonna happen.
No one's had it to
At-
cash in at Mania.
Yeah.
'Cause it's always
They always cash it in.
And you
Okay.
lost your argument.
no, because everyone cashes it before.
Exactly.
But that's what would have made it this different. Ziggler would have been the first to
Nothing
cash
changed.
it in.
You're out of your mind. If you say you wouldn't have went, you would
I
have
liked it,
crapped your pants if he would have cashed in.
but then I would have saw him losing.
Yeah, he would have won. He would have cashed
Would've-
in and won, and we
No,
could have had a
'cause the
20-minute segment of Dolph Ziggler celebrating.
No, because you know why?
Yes.
Because Del Rio was perfectly fine after the match.
They could have worked it differently.
How? He's all happy.
It
in the
wouldn't have
ring.
mattered. He still would have rocked the
But
socks.
it made sense because Swagger worked on the ankle and the knee. That's why Ziggler cashed.
It's stupid. I don't care. I
WWE for
maintain.
you. What
I
else
maintain
tell
if he
you?
would have cashed in, you would have marked out.
I think I would have. I would have, but I marked out yesterday. I'm just saying.
Your
You know?
your argument was he shouldn't have. You wouldn't have liked it if he cashed in at Mania, and I'm saying you are full of it, and you just admit that you're full of it.
But I'm happy he cashed it in at Raw.
I would have been even happier if you
But
cashed it when I was there.
I called it that I said he was not cashing
not-
at Mania.
I'm
Where
being very specific.
every smart in the
I'm
world
being very
is like,
specific.
oh, he's gonna cash it. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. No, he's not gonna cash it because it's not gonna happen.
I'm being very specific in my statement. If you would have cashed in at Mania, you would have flipped your crap, and so would we.
Of course.
And you're gonna tell me no, it was better that you cashed in at
well, I think the reason why I'm saying no is because I was right.
You know, John, no one would have held it against you if he had cashed in at Mania. Because we would be like, yes! He's a champion! Finally!
But
No buts. No buts.
he's the champion anyway, so
I would have enjoyed it a lot more if I was there. At Mania, because I was there.
Should have went to Raw.
Well, we didn't. We didn't.
But, yeah, I think Mania was still better than Raw. Just, you got the crowd, that was the Raw crowd, and that was it. That's what made that Raw.
It's because it was closed in.
Exactly. So you heard everything.
Closed in, smaller crowd.
But now the comments are, oh, Raw was so much better than Mania. No, you know why it was better? Because Dolph Ziggler cashed in. That's the only reason why it was better. So Smarks, shut the hell up.
Every Smart came their pants, and now it's clouding.
Good God Almighty! Oh, Raw was so much better because the crowd was into it. Yes, Jersey crowd, awesome. I give the crowd credit, but it was shit on paper.
Yeah, like we couldn't even remember there was 9 matches.
Shit. So don't tell me, oh, one moment, because, it's Dolph Ziggler cashed in, doesn't mean it overshadows Mania. No, Mania is still better than Raw.
On paper, yeah. Yeah, on paper.
By a clear mile.
Absolutely.
One moment, Ziggler cashing, whoop-de-doo.
Right. Because, I mean, it's not like WrestleMania didn't have their moment with Punk Undertaker.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care what any smart says. My opinion, Mania was still better than Raw.
Okay.
I'm waiting for a comment from you.
Well, I didn't say it was better or wasn't better. I was talking about one specific thing. I don't know if it was better.
What do you think?
That Dolph thing was huge, though.
No, it was. I'm giving credit. I'm giving credit to it.
I can't believe it.
But out of that
I don't know, because I got more out of the Intercontinental title match. Dolph cashing in was a big deal. It's sort of kind of sad, though, that you're saying those 2 matches had that big of an impact on Raw that you're even comparing it to WrestleMania the night before.
I'm just going by what Smarks is saying.
I'm saying
this Raw was better. Better than Mania.
It's kind of messed up that the argument is even trying to be made.
No, that's what I mean. It's stupid. That's why I hate Smarks. Goddamn Smarks. Anyway,
Okay, I understand you like to curse now, but can we leave that part out?
Oh, sorry.
Made it clear. That's what we should do. Alright.
Sorry,
But the best part is how... No, it's not alright. The best part about this is that the crowd's going to wear off. And it'll go right back to being the generic Raw crowd.
Yep.
Now, maybe this will carry over to next week. But that's about it.
It might be. I think it'll probably be dead by SmackDown.
Matters where they are.
Crowd.
Yeah. Well, they're going to be, if I'm not mistaken, South Carolina?
Okay, it'll be a regular crowd. If they stay on the East Coast, it's still going to be the same crowd, so...
It could potentially be, but like I said, this is mostly attributed to...
You know that Carolina's on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Well, south. A little more down.
I
meant, New Jersey, New York.
I know what you meant.
Philly. That area. Because that's King of the... That's all Smarks. Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
But...
The tri-state area.
Yeah, that's it.
But again, I would like to point out that, again, it isn't all just the people in this area. It is people from other countries who have made the trip to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
It is the crowd from England, from, let's say, Ireland or whatever, who are showing up.
They certainly have nothing to lose.
Yeah. Maybe they just decided, you know what, we're going there for WrestleMania.
Paid all this money.
Yeah, let's go to Raw, too.
Yeah, traveled. I'm going to say what I want to say.
Yeah, and this time, and the thing is, you can actually hear them better at Raw because it is a closed environment. It's not a giant stadium.
So that's what's going to be what's going to be awesome about next year, that's in a dome.
Yeah.
Awesome for the people there.
Yeah.
Hey.
No pillars in the way.
No pillars in the way.
No pillars in the way.
And if they do have pillars, it'll just be unreal.
What are you doing?
I know.
Yeah, right? It'd be kind of funny, though.
I just hope this isn't some obsession that they just keep having or whatever.
We do have injury updates for Punk and Lesnar.
Well, they did make it work.
Yeah.
Lesnar actually got a concussion during the match.
I heard Brock
30 seconds in.
Yeah, Rob told me.
Paul Heyman said it in the promo that he was knocked out 30 seconds into the match, and it still took Triple H 20 minutes, 24 minutes, whatever, to beat him.
Is that a legitimate injury?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it, or is it just so they can write him off TV?
No, it's legitimate. So is CM Punk out. He busted his leg up in the WrestleMania match.
Okay.
He went for an MRI. I guess it went. I guess he's clean, and he's gonna address the people on Raw next week, and also Ryback versus Cena will happen at most likely at Extreme Rules.
All right.
So that's the burial for Ryback. That's it. I'm sorry, Ryback. You losing to Cena. I think Rob said it before that.
Once you put up the monster against Cena, Cena wins, and then they're doomed to be in tons of funk. That's just with Tensai.
Yeah. And
Tensai is the example of music. I don't want to use
that's
Umaga
that's
as
definitely
the example. Bobby Lashley.
That's another one.
Anybody.
That's another one.
JBL.
Damn, wow, I didn't realize. Anyone else? Kane?
I don't want to talk about anybody else. This is getting depressing.
I think
Wait, about how people are just going to stop wrestling?
No, once you go up against Cena, and he wins, you're done.
I see what you're saying.
Happened with Kane.
Yeah,
No, that's not a
Kane-
fair statement, though, with Kane. Kane was already up and down, really. More down than up in his career.
Well, I feel like they had just brought him back with the mask. They could have, made up for some stuff. But no. They put him up against the two worst people you could have possibly put him up against. In John Cena and then Randy Orton consecutively.
Mm.
And then, I don't even remember how he ended up with Daniel Bryan. I really don't.
AJ.
Well,
AJ is the connecting factor.
I do remember, was it like an interactive thing where the choices were Kane, Daniel Bryan, and somebody else?
I don't remember.
That somebody else won and Kane and Daniel
Bryan
Bryan were just put together?
No, it was that she ended up with a crush on him, and then he got intertwined in that whole storyline.
Okay.
To me, it was never made clear that they were together, that she just had a crush on him, but they changed the storyline as far as I'm concerned, and everybody got a piece of that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else for Raw? Is that
But I'm going to enjoy Ryback while it lasts.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Because it does, it sucks that he's going up against Cena. I hope he beats Cena. It'd be something different. You know? I mean, the way they teased it on Raw, it seems like it could happen.
I don't know.
Could the match be good, though?
Between Cena and Ryback?
Yeah.
It's, Cena is much better to work with than Mark Henry. We do know Cena can put on a classic match.
Yeah. He can jump off the top rope. Not saying that it's a necessity, but it's something that he has that Mark Henry doesn't. I can believe him lifting up just about anybody that I would believe Mark Henry lifting up. He's quicker.
Yeah.
I might get some flack for this, but more technically sound than Mark Henry.
Right. Well, you shouldn't get any flack for that because that's the truth.
There's some people that don't want to see it.
Yeah.
He's the better choice.
So, what new storylines developed out of this Raw?
Well,
Ryback, Cena.
Ryback, Cena. We do have Ziggler and Del Rio, I guess, will start up a rivalry.
Hopefully that doesn't last long. I pray it doesn't.
We'll see.
I would have much preferred a Ziggler, Jack Swagger.
Yeah, so would I have. But that would require turning one of them face up.
It seems like we still have Y2J and Fandango.
It really could have just been Swagger winning at Mania and then beating Del Rio again on Monday.
Yeah.
But Del Rio getting in much more damage on Swagger.
Yeah.
And then Ziggler cashing in on it.
Right.
Could have worked.
Yeah, and then you have the triple threat because they would both have rematch clauses.
No, Del Rio would have lost the rematch on Raw.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. But yeah, who would you turn face? Ziggler?
It doesn't even seem to matter. Ziggler is over no matter what.
Well, WWE... Well, not until the WWE says so.
Yeah.
Because we all know that nobody's over unless Vince McMahon believes they're over.
That's what do you do with Fandango now?
World Heavyweight Champion.
Yay.
Push him immediately.
Well, technically he's
And
a
that's
heel.
all the way to the top.
That's why since, all the way to the top. Push Fandango to the top. He's undefeated at WrestleMania. He's over. He's already where The Undertaker is. He's already as big a legend as The Undertaker.
Undefeated at Mania.
Undefeated at Mania.
He's just as undefeated.
And now he
as
just needs a
Undertaker
secret
is.
brother who's a better dancer than he is, and then they have a dance-off, and then an eventual WrestleMania match where Fandango wins. And then they become the Brothers of Dance.
The Brothers of Dance.
Yes.
I could see a feud with like maybe R-Truth or Brodus Clay or
Yeah, they'll go up against Tons of Funk.
You know.
And they'll have a TLC match, which ends up being better than the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, and Edge and Christian. But you have to add the primetime players to it.
Oh, we are just making this show longer for
Yes,
no reason.
We are.
Yeah, why are we doing that?
I don't know, John. Why are you doing that?
Oh, I just saw your comment on the
My comment on
Red
what?
Circle Entertainment.
Oh yes, I did post. I did post my views. Basically, I wrote the crowd was great last night, but I would have liked the Cesaro chant to acknowledge the WrestleMania snub. Like I said, I do feel it was a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it last night. I realized it when I woke up this morning. Actually, I said, "Wait a minute." And I facepalmed. I facepalmed because if I had been there, I would have started that chant.
Also interesting that no refunds for Rock not being there.
Okay.
Because like I said, if I was there for the Rock,
Well, again,
Cards
they do have
subject to change.
well,
the most important words in the history of the
I
business.
forgot.
Disclaimer,
I
so you
was
don't
yeah,
have
I
to
do
offend
want
anybody.
to. Rock's not injured.
You don't believe he's injured?
No.
Come on, buddy. He's
absolutely
got
not.
a torn abdominal. Was it abductor?
I don't know.
Muscle
it's just
or
some
something?
muscle.
But he took his ball and went home.
No, it's all storyline.
Nope. Because they added to the storyline to make it look good to save Rock face.
Well, Lesnar wasn't there either, though.
He just can't get over it.
Lesnar wasn't there
He
either.
can't get
That's-
over Rock
Rock
losing.
took his ball.
It is possible
and went home.
that
You know he's
they
not
didn't
going to
have.
be there.
Rock was advertised.
And plenty of people have been advertised and not been there.
It does happen.
So okay.
You
So
know that no storylines would have worked out if he was there, right?
Well, to set up.
You know that, right?
To set up Lesnar and Rock.
That
According
people
to
just
what?
made it up.
I don't think people made that up.
People.
No,
I can't listen
the
to
dirt
this
sheets
anymore.
all of a sudden just decided to declare Rock Brock when, yeah, they had one match in the past, and all of a sudden they want a rematch of it, and I just don't understand that. Like, it's not like the WWE said, "Hey, we're bringing him back to have Rock versus Brock." They never said that, and WWE
they
doesn't have to say that. It's just a bunch of dirt sheets that decided, oh well, maybe this will be the match, and then when Rock dropped out, they said, "Oh well, we were right. It was going to be Rock Brock." But Rock took his ball and left.
Yeah.
Another problem with that report is I refuse to believe that Rock did not tell anybody that he was leaving.
Yeah.
That cannot possibly look. Say what you will about The Rock, but he still is a professional.
Well, Stone Cold did the same thing. He
Well,
left
Stone
too.
Cold, yeah, because
Didn't tell anyone and just left.
he's a different guy.
That makes no sense.
Why would that make no sense?
Because it's basically the same thing.
Are you saying
Rock
they're the
just-
same guy?
I'm not saying they're the same guy.
Then it makes sense.
The
They're
same
different
thing
guys.
happened. Stone Cold took the ball and went home.
This guy just reads
Rock-
so much stuff on the
Well,
internet.
what the dirt sheets were declaring, because everything the dirt sheets say is official, was that the plan was to have Brock Lesnar attack The Rock,
Yes.
beat him down, and then set up for next year's WrestleMania. I don't understand what is this thing with the dirt sheets now believing that everything has to be set up a year from now, because if
I
I'm
hate
not
that.
It doesn't
mistaken,
work.
if I'm not mistaken, the rumor from last year was Rock Brock. That was the rumor for last year also.
For this year's WrestleMania?
When they brought when they brought Brock Lesnar back, that was the rumored match too. Because honestly, for those who didn't think it was going to be Rock Cena 2, they thought it was going to be Rock versus Brock 2.
They also had a lot of Brock Undertaker.
Yeah,
Because
there was
granted,
another one of those.
bringing back Brock does lead to a lot of possibilities.
Yeah.
But then just because you're on a website and saying, "Oh, this is gonna happen," doesn't mean it's gonna happen. You have no basis for this other than you want it to happen. And then you get these dopes that believe it.
Well, no, you're not a dope. It's more of
No, he's a dope.
It's more of
He's a
wishful
dope.
thinking, because it would be interesting to see, I guess. But I just don't understand. When the dirt sheets can't figure something out, they decide to say,
Like the Bellas one's coming back.
yeah, they came back.
It was in the works for months.
They failed to cover that.
Yeah.
They show up and they said, "Oh yeah, this was maybe they returned because they wanted to be close to John Cena and Daniel Bryan."
But this is my problem with the whole thing. They turned Stone Cold walking out on the company into a storyline. So why can't you just do that with The Rock?
Well, maybe what if they are? That's the thing. Also, I don't know.
I figured Cena would cut a promo on it first.
Mm. Well, again, I don't know if this is a legitimate kayfabe. I just can't really figure out the
Like,
thing with Brock Lesnar. Really, with The Rock, as popular as he is,
because the plans are set.
really leaving without telling anybody.
It's
not even Vince McMahon. I'm pretty sure that he at least told Vince McMahon.
It's storyline.
And he left.
Because every time somebody does this...
Because let me tell you, because if he would have left without it, they would have bashed the hell out of him.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Every time someone does this, they rip them apart, and then 2 or 3 years pass by, and we need you back.
Right.
You left us, we need you back.
Yeah.
We'll pay you whatever you want. Name any price, as ridiculous as it might be, we'll give it to you.
Well, I figured
Name your terms, and we'll lay down for you. But every time they do it, like the person leaves without telling anybody or is a jerk, they rip them apart. If it's storyline, they go along with it. If it's real, they rip them. Not rip. They rip them apart.
I understand that, but I figured maybe Cena would address it and he didn't. Like, he has the plans to, like, you want to go after The Rock now?
It's storyline.
Well, it would make sense for the storyline, though. If it's storyline...
No, the storyline is set that he's injured. Either way, they planned on him not being there. Then how do they do it? They make up a storyline injury.
Don't advertise the guy.
Oh my god. It's hard subject to change.
Never said that.
They all say that. They all say card subject to change. Because you can't know that someone won't get injured by the time the match rolls by.
Well, I don't think
or the
he's
event
injured.
comes by.
I think it's a load of crap.
I'm just using that as an example. They all say card subject to change. Because you can't guarantee someone won't get hurt before the event comes by.
Yeah. And with respect to the injury, I'm not saying he is injured. I'm not saying that. I don't know for sure.
No, I know.
I'm not going to be a dirt sheet and declare whether or not he's injured for sure.
But you can say you think.
Well, I'm not going back. I think it's a load of crap.
Right. Again, I'm not going to speculate on that. But what people do have to remember is, Rock is older. He's not a full-time wrestler.
Well, steroids, man.
He's not as durable as he used to be. It is very possible that he did get injured. I'm just saying it's more possible. I'm not saying he is. But I'm saying he doesn't have the same schedule. He's not built the same way as he used to be. So it is possible. And he's only working, 1-2 matches a year these days?
Mm-hmm.
So it is possible that his body's not used to this type of...
well, through it, the last one was what? I don't know, it was 2 matches, yeah.
And apparently, a report came out that last year's WrestleMania, he pulled a hamstring during the match.
Hernia? A hernia from the...
From the double... from John Cena's leg drop.
Yeah, from the top rope.
Yeah, apparently he got an injury from that. But even that was later in the match anyway.
Yeah.
This reported injury was apparently in the first half of the match, I guess.
Something like that.
Again, I'm not going to speculate whether or not he's injured for real.
Well,
because I don't know.
Here's what also he could have done. There is heat with the wrestlers that a lot of wrestlers are upset that he didn't even do a promo. Yeah. At least he could have done that.
No, I agree.
Cut a promo and leave.
There I agree with you. But that's also why maybe it is a storyline. Because why would he just leave? I mean, he's done that before. I don't see it. Because, again, I feel that he's too much of a professional to do this anyway. He's too much of a big public figure, and I feel like if he tries to wrong the WWE in any way, they will do what they can to,
But I
bring
want
him
to
down.
watch one... Okay, we still have like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to watch where he actually injured it, because he doesn't even... Like, when you know you're injured, you, hold it. I thought he wrestled fine during the whole match.
Or he could have been selling very well.
Could have a high threshold for pain.
He could.
He is an actor. He could have been acting like he wasn't hurt.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But...
He's a high-paid Hollywood actor.
He is, but it was just, just at least cut a promo or something.
But now I'm curious to see what his reception will be when he comes back.
What would his promo have been? Hey, I'm hurt. Bye.
Yeah, just say that.
That's ridiculous.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
That's
it. If you smell my doctor's note.
People get a paycheck, leave.
He tweeted that he's injured.
Yeah.
They treat that like promos. It's all really the same.
I want to see the comments he got, because he also Facebooked the injury, and I want to see if anyone's calling him out on it.
Didn't even know he was on Facebook.
Yeah, he's under Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Oh, you're there too, right? You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, so you can pull it up quicker than I can. Yeah, it would be interesting to see.
So
I'm sure because a bunch of smarks are probably rating his page saying you're not injured or whatever.
Well, this is from
But
one guy.
there are a lot of get well soon or whatever's.
Well, according to what I
Kids
guess,
and people playing along.
Yeah.
I guess this is where he tore it.
Okay. No, that's just a
Or
random.
is that just a random
That's just a
picture?
random picture. But for all we know, it could have happened there.
Yeah. You could pull up any picture and say that's when it happened.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a lot of get better, Rock.
Maybe it was when
Get
he did
well
the
soon.
Samoan drop.
Could be.
He whipped Cena too fast and he
Yeah.
hurt his abdominals. Abdominal region.
But I think a lot of people are more upset that he ruined the script to Raw.
You don't even know what the script was.
Well, no one knows because it could have had The Rock in it.
Right.
Because remember, he's advertised locally. So, if I'm a writer, I put him in, and he's doing this and that, and all of a sudden, okay, Rock's nowhere to be found. Oh crap, you have to rewrite this stuff.
I don't know why you buy this.
I almost want to use this, but as the picture.
You can. I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Because there have been, like I said, these walkout moments are rare. We don't hear much of them, but when they happen to a Stone Cold or a Rock, they're all over the dirt sheets or whatever. But yeah, it is interesting to see what will happen from here.
And
Again, I don't see why they're in such a rush to set up a main event for WrestleMania 30 anyway. These year-long feuds,
Don't laugh. You can't do it.
they just get so tiring.
they do.
It's not even tired. It's
They do.
boring.
Just also, he is the #1 contender still.
well,
Technically.
well, yeah.
So, where that match happens, who knows? We'll have more tomorrow. Let's close the book on Raw and WrestleMania. We'll have more tomorrow. I can't believe this has gone 2 hours almost.
Well, yeah, we had a lot to talk about.
Yeah. We did recover WrestleMania and Raw. So.
Indeed we did.
So, more news tomorrow. And just, yeah, I just want to see where all these storylines lead to. And, yeah, that's it. Any of you guys want to say anything else, or?
Fandango is over!
I hope we never see that Roberto Mysterio guy or
Mysterio.
D-bag.
He
Had to
gained a little
kick him-
weight. I'm surprised.
to the
I'm
curb.
surprised what happened to
I don't
him.
know how his nose fits in that mask.
Maybe the splash will actually hurt now.
Yes, I didn't
I don't
think
know
of
how
that. He weighs a little more
You
now.
guys saw that doofus.
I saw that doofus.
How did that guy fit his nose in that thing?
No, I kind of want him to
He
come
didn't.
back.
He didn't. It
Can
looked
we,
like
get him
he
for the,
couldn't breathe.
can we get him for the last seconds of the show?
I don't know. I kicked him out.
Why'd you kick him
I
out?
think he's
I
gone
kicked him
for
out.
good.
I want to get him back.
He was a man. I don't know. I can't stop him if he shows up again.
We'll have him
What a
back on the
turd
show.
burglar that guy.
We'll have him on the show. He'll be here for like 5 minutes, and then Rob will kick him out again. I
Hey,
want.
that's what. Hey, you guys let these people in when I run a little late. I gotta come in and kick them out. They're
Well, we
my
had a
feet.
special guest, and you kicked him out.
Hey.
Thanks.
It was really enjoyable seeing how quietly he took him out, too.
Yes,
Just walked in behind
I
him,
put him in
in
a
a sleeper hold, and just dragged him out.
dragged them out.
I think his
Doors open the
body's
whole
like
time.
still outside the house right now.
Maybe.
Most likely. So, like I said, you guys have any final words for this Raw WrestleMania before we really shut the book on this?
Well, it's been a lot of fun covering WrestleMania.
interesting,
We still do have the bracket to finish up.
Yes, we do. We'll finish
Oh, I
out
thought we were gonna mention it.
I
until you noticed.
caved. I feel I do
We
kind
got
of want
something
to
to talk
finish
about,
it.
I guess.
during the week.
It was very enjoyable. The crowd was when we were at Mania. It was very nice.
Mhm.
There were,
They were.
everyone was
Especially,
was,
I did risk my livelihood wearing the Cena shirt
We did.
in our section,
And
but
also,
I'm alright because they
Very
couldn't see
courteous.
me.
At least from my experience, everybody was super nice and courteous.
Yeah,
They were.
even the drunk.
You know,
people.
I noticed something about Mania. It's like everyone's like a big gigantic family.
Yeah.
Like you, like
That might be a little much.
Well, not family, but it
I think
is.
secretly everyone hates their family, and I didn't hate anybody there.
It's like.
But it's like, like I said, I wore the Shield shirt. It's like, oh, cool shirt, man. Or
Well, because
you know.
how often do you just walk down the street and someone compliments you on your shirt?
Yeah.
You know, how often do you see
Well, it's
someone
'cause
outside wearing a wrestling shirt?
Everybody was
true.
there
Yeah.
for the same exact reason.
Yeah, P Diddy.
What? Yeah, paying like $800 for front. Well, hey, what'd you come see? P Diddy.
Yes.
Really? Didn't you buy your tickets before he was even announced a couple days ago?
Oh, no, my
we
friend
knew.
sold it to me once he was announced. He didn't
He
want
found
to.
out P. Diddy was here. He's like, I don't want him. You
I
want
don't want
him?
my ticket.
$800.
You stayed throughout the matches, and P Diddy just He does his
Imagine that guy
performance.
though, who's really excited for that. It's like,
Yeah.
what is all
That
this
one
wrestling
guy.
crap? I want to
Right,
see
right.
P. Diddy. It's like 5 minutes of Diddy.
Uh,
Oh, worth
Rob,
$800.
any final comments?
Stop reading dirt sheets. You'll enjoy the product better.
Indeed, you will.
Indeed, you will.
That's-
So,
yeah.
and I do want to apologize
But do listen to our
for
show.
the gesture.
Don't worry.
Do listen to our show though.
Yes. It's just for viewers, for sensitive viewers who take
I
things
know, I
too
understand.
seriously.
I understand. So I apologize for saying that before. Emma gave me a look, and I'm like, oh no.
He didn't just give you a look.
Well,
He addressed you on air.
well, no,
I
it's
like
just.
High five.
Wow.
John.
No.
Rip it up. What was that? It
Okay.
was weird.
Finger poking doom, that's what it was.
My
Finger
head's
poking.
dead now.
So I do want to end this on a friendly note. Guys, on 3, 1, 2, 3. Power up!
Boom!